All right, it is showing on YouTube.
Comments.
Pop out.
Comments show. All right, there's Matt. All right, so it must be showing now. Matt.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Kind of just showed up. Okay, there you go. Yeah, now it's coming in.
That was weird. They changed it to you could put another stream in, like one you already taped or something.
Right. You know what's weird?
What's up?
I don't have. I'm seeing the chat, but I'm not able to. Why does it say log in?
Yeah, they changed StreamYard a bit because when I went to go do it, it said, do you want to do a pre-recorded one that you already had?
Huh. I haven't logged into StreamYard in forever because I just use everybody else's links.
I thought I was on, but I wasn't.
I didn't think you were doing it because I just got your email like 2 to 3 minutes ago.
I think I started 2. I don't know. Because I think I hit the wrong button at first, which was, I think, play a pre-recorded one? I don't even remember what it said. And then Ron went to the top. I know what he did. He went to the top of StreamYard and pressed the login to StreamYard.
Huh.
He's probably starting his own stream right now.
How's the weather been over there? Because it's been fucking storming here nonstop since yesterday.
It's drizzle, not rain.
Oh, we've had like hard thunderstorm rain.
Did you catch Dennis Lovelady flying at Devil's Tower last night with Ron?
No, I didn't. Was it live or what?
He did a live stream, but I think what happened was the same thing that I just went through. Because they were trying to catch the exact sunset, and I think they went through, and he must have hit the same thing I hit. Was, if you don't look at it, and it's probably small on the phone, it says show a pre-recorded stream. You know, I wonder if Dennis did the same thing last night, Ron, because there's 2 options: start a pre-recorded stream or start a new stream.
Yeah, the pre-recorded is if you were going to like record yourself just like talking over a video or something.
I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, it's not you actually going live. It's just you recording yourself, like if you were doing like a tutorial video or something like that.
All right, Ron, so what happened last night when we were watching you and Dennis?
We were 2 nights ago, yeah. He couldn't figure out how to, he thought he normally recorded in 1080-30. But you said he was 1080-60.
Yeah.
We were we were about a half a mile from the second site, just closer towards the tower, better view, but the cell signal was down to like 2 bars. We went up the hill a half a mile, went up to 4 bars. So it could have been, like you said, the 1080-60 could have been taxing
the Verizon signal, yeah.
Right. Which I just got off the phone with them today, and you ain't gonna believe what I learned.
Well, I really want to know because my plan says it's unlimited. Yet when I did the live streaming from that meetup, that stream looks like hell. And then yet last night, Dennis had it going at 1080-60.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I've been having a lot of issues lately with them. So I called today and I said, hey, be honest with me. first off, I called, got the, the huggy, kissy, poo poo, shake hands, kiss babies, customer service guy. Oh my gosh, how can we help? And then the dumbass, sorry,
It's all right.
goes to send me to tech support, and I hear, this is Apple, may I help you? I'm like, what? What do you mean Apple? This is Apple, sir. How can I help you? And I'm like, was on the phone with Verizon Wireless.
Holy cow.
So I had to call, go through all the prompts, the talking computer, the on hold for another 20 minutes. And this guy, same thing. Gives me the huggy, kissy, poo poo, oh, we don't want to lose you as a customer thing. And I've been telling them, based on a year or so ago, my cell signal is just not up to par. So I said, so I've got a question. Everybody is trying to go with these new phones. Some cities have it, some don't with the 5G. And I asked them, are you screwing with the 4G towers? And there was this hesitation. And I told him, I said, the other problem I have, which happened to me Saturday morning with Rodney, is I had 3 or 4 bars for cell service. I go to click on Rodney's live stream. It says, you have no internet. And did not for 45 minutes.
Holy
Dennis was standing beside me. And I can't remember if I think he might be AT&T though. Anyhow, I finally worked it out of this guy. I said, don't bullshit me. That's exactly what I told him.
Right.
He pretty much told me, you're not on the premium service. For, I think it was $10 extra a month, we can upgrade you to. So in other words, basically what he told me, long story short, they've turned my stuff down. And unless I want to get real good coverage, I got to pay more money. I said, I'm already paying you $100 and some a month.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, I get this computer generated text message after all these phone calls. How was your service? From 1 being very bad to 10 being just totally excellent. So I gave them 1s. This computer check text message said, why did you put a 1? And I wrote back, because you guys are goddamn crooks. This is what you did to me. And I don't appreciate it. And I said,
that's Verizon.
And I said, I need my phone,
Yeah, wait till 5G rolls out. It's going to get even more expensive.
That's what he's talking about.
When it rolls out to everywhere.
In other words, for you to get the good top cell service that they have, you got to pay extra money. Otherwise, you get very basic cell data.
Well, think about it too. Every time the cell phone companies come out with a new technology, they have to make as much money off of it before it becomes so standard that they can't charge you for it no more. Remember how you used to pay for minutes and then you paid for text messaging and then that became free. And then when 3G came out, you had to pay for the data.
But here's the thing.
That became unlimited. And then when 4G came out, they did the same thing. They throttled you back to a certain amount.
When I got my plan, I screwed up in 2 ways. First of all, never go into a Verizon store. All right, they charged me $40 for activation, when if I had activated on the internet, it was free. I didn't know that. I thought I was helping the lonely guy out. But when I get my bill, remember, I bought my own phones. It cost me $200 to turn the damn phones on. They charged me every fee they could find.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the bill comes $15. So he had put me on a plan that comes up to 55 plus. Right. Unlimited data, unlimited voice, text, all this shit. Well, I remember asking, when I say you guys, I mean everybody on the streams, what the hell does unlimited mean? I have checked Verizon. There is no exact number.
Well, it's not the amount of minutes or hours of unlimited means you could go 1 hour or 670 hours. What I'm talking about is the quality of the data power.
Right. The
Turn my
throttle
power down. So if I get in a little bit of weak area, I got shit. But if I paid for the premium service, it would work fine. So
For some reason, I was really shocked that Dennis, out of a stream, was getting 1080/60. That's why I told you that, via the phone while you were doing. I said, "Holy crap, you're at 1080/60."
yeah,
And then, of course, the circle of death started happening.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
even when you moved to that second site, he was clean and green.
Yeah, we went to the second site, but we had to try it 3 or 4 times. And then he went in and he said, I don't quote me, but I think he said, he goes, I wonder if the key was changed. In other words,
The
key code
RTMP
he put in. Anyhow, he made sure it was the right key code and re-entered it. And then as soon as he did that, it was fine.
Now, did you guys give up after that? Because when he went to change batteries, he never came back.
Yeah, when he went to change battery. I mean, when he actually changed that battery, that sun took another 15 seconds to drop. It was, yeah.
It drops hard, yeah.
It went pretty quick, but it was really pretty though. With all the smoke we got over there, that sun was just super orange, and yeah.
I saw that Loren posted one from Canada too, and it was just as orange. So that smoke's everywhere up there. That's from Oregon.
Yeah, they got a lot up there. I must share a picture with you.
Yeah.
Find it here.
I'm going to put the link in the chat. That should be it. Hey, Steve, Maddie's Drone World, Chris Wedgeworth, Bob Casey.
Did you hear what happened with Bill Ronane's channel the other night?
Beat a cow? No, what happened?
Those same trolls that were trolling Adrian's account.
Yeah.
Went into his and did the same thing, but like Bill started like talking to him and having conversations with him because they weren't bots; they were talking back to Bill.
They were very vulgar on Adrian's, man.
And so what they did was they jumped him up to like 130 something, I think, subs or something. But then he ended up. When I checked his channel today, he ended up losing most of them.
Yeah. This is straight out of the camera. I've never touched it.
That's all smoke?
Yeah, when they launched the other morning. Yeah. And then it was weird, depending on where I stood. This was about, I want to say 5 minutes before. I just upped the saturation just a little bit. I got that.
Yeah, you can tell.
But it was still kind of, I guess what they call it, civil twilight, so to speak. Yeah, it was.
No, you don't have to worry about that anymore as long as you have the lights on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he.
Is he going to make a video of the one I saw you showing some of his video that he shot from his balloon to the other balloon across from them?
Yeah, I'm sure he had he was busy up there. He had the phone, trying to keep everything for everybody on the live stream, and then he had his 360. I shot this for him. Let me share one more time if I can.
Share all you want, man. We want to see it.
Where is it? Here we go.
Oh, you got it from the word go, huh? The balloon filling up and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Look at all those Google images.
I like that shot on the ground.
Yeah.
That fire shot. Look at that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Here's
is that on the beach or is that?
No, it's actually at a little tiny airport.
Oh, it looks like almost like beach sand underneath there.
I'm lifting off.
That's incredible how that balloon never catches fire.
Yeah, I know. You see how big that flame is.
Look
Yeah,
at
here's-
that shot there. Show that one.
Yeah, that's right when they landed. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool.
It is.
Yeah,
Are those balloons made? I'm assuming they're made out of some kind of flame retardant material, right?
they have to be, because I'll tell you what, sitting even his wife, look how small and short she is. She was feeling the heat. The first time he let off that igniter, she's like, "Oh my!"
It looks like
the
two
noise and
massive
the heat got
torches.
scared her. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Massive flamethrowers is all they are,
Oh,
right?
dude, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
here
much.
we're blowing up the balloon.
How long does that take? A long time?
No. Once he starts he uses a fan first. Gosh, 5 to 10 minutes max, and then he puts the heat in there. But yeah, I got several shots for him. Got a picture of him over at Devil's Tower getting ready. Well, right when we were standing beside it, he was getting ready to launch right there.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah,
That's really a nice shot.
yeah. I was with my Sony right before sunset.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, he said on the stream, he says, when you put he says Ron put his cell phone down on my car so he can take his pictures.
I have that little magnet, and I stuck it to the side of his car, and I went running across the street with the
Hey,
camera.
Ron, have you ever seen the hot air balloon that you can have a full dinner in?
No,
I
but
think it's overseas somewhere. It's got like this massive table that like 50 people can sit at, and they have a full kitchen and everything. And it's on this
damn.
huge balloon, but it's connected to like tethers to the ground, so it only goes so high. But it's dinner in the air. They have some kind of cool saying for it,
yeah.
but it's overseas somewhere.
There was a competition balloon there. There were 3 balloons there that morning, and the one lady I've never met, but it was almost like a teardrop, like a more narrower, like teardrop shape. And it's a competition balloon, and the lady flying it was 2017, like national or world champion.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that. Tell them
Yeah,
again what makes a world champion.
They put these markers or whatever on the ground, and I think they judge them by time and how close they can get. What they do is they go up to a certain height, and then they have it's almost like a ripcord, and they have it in the regular balloons too, where you pull the rope and there's a big flap that comes down and lets all the hot air out, and those balloons drop like considerably fast. And I think it's timing and how close they get to the spot. And so in other words, they put like a big X on the ground or something, and that lady, because I remember them telling Dennis, they said, whatever you do, don't pull the red cord.
Like, I ain't pulling no damn cords on that thing if I've never flown in one before. Like, you ain't even got to tell me. Like, I'm not touching nothing.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm not touching a damn thing.
Hey, Jim, I put a link to that video of that dinner in the sky so you could show her on.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little, like, minute-long video. It's pretty cool, though. I can't remember exactly where it's at, but I'm pretty sure it's overseas.
It's not a wave. It's the cake.
Drones. Oh, of course, it's got a commercial.
Of course.
They showed this Kroger commercial. You got to be kidding me. It shows a doll dropping something out of it. So I'm going to order online because I'm dropping the lettuce in my driveway. These commercials are just nuts now, man. They're stupid as I gotta. Is there music or something I gotta worry about?
I don't know. I just looked it up. It was a little 1.5 minute video.
All right, I'm gonna share it. Entire
I mean,
screen.
you don't even have to put the sound on. You can just, see it.
It's got to be a commercial for
And I
them.
think it's hooked to a balloon, if I'm not mistaken. It may be a crane, but I'm pretty sure it was a balloon.
Oh, it's a crane.
Okay, I thought it was a balloon, but that would be pretty cool.
Well,
She like literally strapped in. while you're eating dinner.
You know, I think at first I would crap my pants and then, right?
It's like an airplane. You just get drunk to get through it.
Yeah.
I'd have to be 5 points strapped in if I was going to get drunk in that thing. That high up, you know.
I think it's a 4-point harness. Looks like maybe.
Oh, it is, yeah. Oh, the Seaco's back, I guess, huh?
That is pretty cool, though.
Funny. My gosh.
It's nuts. Mike B goes, I can't type tonight. Before they got Mike, ask these guys, every time I type them something, it has outrageous words in it. The autocorrect just keeps killing me. Ron, there was something I wanted to talk to you about that. Damn it. It was in your pictures out there. The first thing I wanted to say is on these plans, I can't figure out. I went to Verizon and there's nowhere is it stated in the entire plan or any other plan I looked at. Now I'm paying $87 a month for Verizon. And it's the 55 plus, which I didn't do. The guy did, but it's supposed to be unlimited everything. And it doesn't tell you when they start throttling you. Like if you hit 2 gigabytes of streaming or a gigabyte of streaming or.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're probably going to have to
If
call
you
and
have-
ask them.
If you have a certain gigabyte plan, I know mine, I used to set mine to say, hey, let me know when there's like 10% left or something, you know?
Mine
Well, you have
doesn't.
to look. Well, you have to look at the way they word it too, Jim. Like they'll say, if they say unlimited data, then that means you're probably going to get throttled back. If it says unlimited high-speed data, then that means you have unlimited high speed at least 4G. But that's what I'm saying is it's the way they word it too. You got to watch the way they word it.
No, mine just says unlimited data.
Then it probably throttles back after so much. Usually, I mean, these days, I think a minimum usually is like 10, maybe 20, 30 gigs, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Hey, Mike,
Gigs? Oh, go ahead.
I like you, buddy, but why do we got to look at 2 of you?
Just playing with cameras, seeing how they're working.
Just
How are you setting it up, Mike?
OBS.
The front one looks better,
Two
the one
different- it's
facing.
two different cameras.
Oh, you got 2 different cameras?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just messing with you, man.
I like it actually. If you got one at the side of your table, you can show whatever you're printing or whatever and talk about it.
I've got a third one, so when I had my printer, I had one that would aim at the printer so you could see the 3D printer as well.
I'd like one to be shooting down.
Yep.
Oh, like Mitch has
Yeah.
when he shows how to work on FPVs.
This
How's the
place is
internet out there,
huge,
Mike?
Michael. So much space.
How's the internet out there?
Does your internet change from where you moved to where you are now?
It's actually better now by I think I was at like 120 meg instead of 80 meg over at the other house.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little bit better over here, but my upload's like 12 solid now instead of like 10 solid. So it's just a smidge better.
Are you, Mike wants to know, are you liking the new house?
This place is huge, man. I've been busy as hell, but I've got about an acre of land and 3,000 square foot versus 1,000 square foot. It's just me and the wife. We got space. It's so sealed up in this house. I had my computer on, I had it cranked up to like 50% volume, playing some music. I walked to the other end of the house and you can't hear it.
Oh, insulated.
Everything. It's huge. It's nice.
You have actual insulated walls?
Yeah, dude. This is vinyl windows, and the house
Oh my
was built in
God.
like the 60s or something like that. And then it's been expanded twice, I think, since. So there's an expansion off to the one side, and then this area here is an expansion as well.
This house was built in 1980. I have the single pane, it's got to be 1/8 of an inch or the thinnest they could get away with by law, because if a car comes driving by, you can hear the guy talking on his phone.
You can't hear a car pull up outside the driveway in here and nothing, dude. It's like so quiet in here.
Do you have drones stuck in a tree yet there, Mike?
No, I've only flown the Mavic Mini so far since I've been here. Lon called me twice in the last week here, the last couple of days, playing around with that DJI FPV and the camera angles. And so when we do FPV, we have what's called 3D flying. So it's like literally flying upside down. Zoe does it and whatnot.
Right.
Changing the camera angle on the FPV DJI to like 0, he had like hella fucking hang time upside down. So he inverted and did like 20 spins, and it only like changed 150 feet total from upside down. So he was playing with it some more, and he called me yesterday, but I didn't call him back. But he was talking about going to negative camera angle and see if it actually have lift then, so we could really literally fly it upside down.
Hey, thanks, Mike McReynolds. Simplify that, brother. And Jody joined us. Drone shots. He says hello, Mike McReynolds.
What's up, Jody?
NightTrain. Yeah, so I don't know when they're throttling mine back, Ron. I think it's not 20 or whatever gigabytes like he's talking about.
Right.
I went and put Michael Blade in the Facebook chat, and because I was talking about meetup groups, and I said we knew about I can't remember now, the Ridgemug, Rhode Island drone meetup group, and then somebody else's. And I think I got the wrong Michael Blade, because it was the guy from Drone Up. He must be the owner of Drone Up or something like that. That was the actual, well, it's funny, who got highlighted instead of our Michael Blade FPV. Hot Rod. Hey, Rod. How you doing?
Hey, Jim, here's a design I've been working on. My sister. She made this shirt for me with her machines.
Oh, with the screen printing or the silk screen?
Oh no, she has the like the shirt presses with the vinyl and everything. She does shirts and everything.
And then you get the press, so you can press it right on the shirts, and it's just a final press on. Same way Tiff was doing the shirts and whatnot. She's got a shirt press and that. The lady at the bar across the street has a Cricut, but she doesn't have a shirt press. She said she just irons hers on. She said she wants a shirt press. So it's hard work, she says.
It is, because you have to, like my sister had to sit there and dig out all the detail on the drone, you know. It took her probably about 30 minutes to do that shirt.
That's like my logos. My logos are 3 layers. So she has to individually set each one of those stickers, 3 layers all total. So there's a lot of work going into putting in a sticker from Tiffany doing that Cricut.
But once you do it, then you can make a run of 10, 20 shirts.
Well, you can make several, but each shirt is going to be individual because you have to hand set each one and each color. So like if you've got 3 colors in the shirt, you set the first color, press it, then you set the second color up, press it, then third color, press it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now if you go like straight professional, I mean, there's industrial machines that can pump them out like that. But if you're just doing it from home as like a side gig, like my sister does, she'll make like 10, 12 shirts for somebody at a time.
Yep.
She's doing a couple different businesses right now where they want about 15 to 30 shirts.
I
with the Rodney Bell shirts and whatnot.
What's up, Ron?
I was gonna say I'll show you one clip. I don't want to show too much, but I'm trying to hopefully put together the second video of my Idaho, Washington, Oregon trip.
Definitely, I think you should make, because you did 4,000 miles, man.
Yeah.
You should individualize that, or as much as you can.
I was going to show you this one clip here at the Snake River Canyon Bridge. I didn't realize it till I got home, but those what do they call them? Base jumpers.
Yeah.
They were jumping off the bridge, and I didn't realize that he was out in front of me, and I caught him on video. It was pretty cool. He had hit the share button.
Okay. Oh, where'd it go?
Oop.
It was just up there, and now it's gone.
There it goes.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
here
you got to be a crazy bastard. Now, how far down is that?
It's about, they say it's a mile.
Look at
You
that
can see him
parachute.
down towards the bottom here.
I mean, it doesn't look like a mile, but when you see that parachute, it kind of gives you a perspective of how deep it actually is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That'd be fun.
You got some other shots. Oh, show those other shots. Now, let me ask you something. Because we were kind of talking about this. If you started, like you were talking about, okay, if I go down, am I now not in the 400-foot AGL?
Right. I stayed, see the canyon, when you're up at this is up in 12,000, almost 12,000 feet up at Beartooth Pass, mid-July, and there's still a lot of snow. Up in here, I don't know if you can see them. I'll show you in a minute. There's a bunch of mountain goats up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me find them here.
That's the thing, is they need to make rules about canyons and stuff because planes don't fly down in the canyons.
Right.
Well, at least not unless they're trying to be crazy or something.
The edges of the canyon kind of came at an angle. In other words, it wasn't a straight drop off. It was angled. So I think I was pretty close to 400. Where are those little darlings at?
Hey, Stevie.
Here they are.
Oh, the goats, yeah.
Yeah.
Chapter Life Connection.
How deep are those crevices, would you guess?
Oh, hundreds of feet. Yeah.
Wow.
Jason, I mean, we had visualization, but it was about a half mile away from us. I knew the spots they hide, and I wanted to show them to them or show them to him. They didn't like the drone.
I read in one of my DJI manuals that the sound that the motors make may irritate dogs.
Yeah.
It literally says that in one of them.
Yeah.
I guess if it could hit a certain frequency, yeah, that makes sense.
But yet, didn't you do the horses and the horses didn't move, Ron?
Yeah, they didn't mind. Here's Mount Rainier up in Washington. This is right outside the edge of the park. I just wanted to kind of get a shot coming up over the pines.
Definitely. And that's, you may want to think about selling some of that on that. They'll take 20-second shots.
Okay.
Even if you watch a TV show and start counting 1,000, 2, 1,000, they're showing 5-10-second shots of drone video.
Yeah, there's
to establish. Why Neil? What's that? Oh, it's Bob Casey. I thought it was Brian Neil. That's my eyes.
Pacific Coast that we were riding. The highway's right here. You can see it. Yeah.
Man, I would want to get out and just sit there all day and just chill.
Yeah.
Oh, so relaxing.
But
I'm sure that's how Ron was feeling as he was riding along, going, man, where's the best place to freaking stop for pictures, man?
Yeah.
There's
Look
so
at
much
that.
to see. You're missing half of it.
Yeah, but I could pop a chair and just sit there all day and enjoy that view.
So this
Yeah,
highway's at the top?
yeah, we're about 11,900 right here.
Is that a goat right there?
No, it's rock.
Oh, and the white there? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
well.
that's the kind of terrain we're in.
And that crevice again, couple of 100 feet. Yeah, I was going to say that moose didn't
Yeah.
run off.
I like this photo I did of all these logs big logs were washed up on this beach called Rialto Beach. It's out on the Olympic Peninsula. Yeah, it was kind of cool. And I did a real close up of the log and kind of blurred out the background. That was kind of neat.
It doesn't even look like a picture. It looks like a painting.
Creating depth of field.
Like,
Good
it
job.
does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like a really cool painting somebody would have.
It's supposed to be one of the best motorcycle rides meets the age.
Oh, I know. Ron, remember to talk about 360 later on.
Oh, okay. Anyhow, enough of my photos.
I see those MXF files. Those are great for Da Vinci.
Yeah.
But see, I think the FAA should do with that 400-foot rule, since it's like I would consider it one of the most important rules,
Right.
is maybe set that limit and then make amendments or like make side rules to that say for every type of, they need to think of every type of scenario a drone would be in. And
If
say
you're
flying
terrain following, yeah.
because if you're flying over a canyon, you should be able to go 400 feet above the opening of that canyon, because it shouldn't matter that canyon's 5,000 feet deep. Who the fuck's down in there doing it?
Well, exactly. 5,200 is a mile. So in other words, you mean I gotta go down and lose sight of my drone to stay at 400 AGL? That's now ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. They need to make amendments to the law, to that rule, for every different scenario, so that way you're covered. If somebody says, "Hey, why are you flying there?"
It's much more complex than an airplane, right? Because they're staying at a minimum 500 feet. But come on, man, they're going to be a mile above any mountaintop. You know that. They're not looking to crash. Mike McReynolds, did you do another one?
The Capture Life Connection, Steve's looking for attention, so I just want to give him a shout out. When we went to the Florida meet, he gave me a shirt, and all he had left was freaking mediums. And I've managed to squeeze my ass into it by working hard since I've been down to Florida. So thanks for the motivation, Stevie.
I got a black one from him. I got a tote bag and a mask. So when I go to rob my bank, I'm ready.
It'd be all Capture Life shit.
They're coming to Stevie's house. It's funny because when I used to go to the bank is called BB&T.
Fly over sheep in a canyon between Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
That captured.
Page 38, section 241.
Except on Mondays and went through Wednesdays.
Actually, I think it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday.
You're safe.
That's an off day, yeah.
To the Adventures Lockwood. Bob Casey. Yeah.
Well, that's when he cammed up on Matt's stream live while he was out and about.
Hey, Dean.
That's right. You were on there, Chris, weren't you? Or Justin. You were on there that day with Matt, right? I was up there in the canyon, Snake River Canyon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You did that little live. Yeah, that was a nice
shadow of Ron flying.
You did do a second, Mike McReynolds. Thank you very much, brother.
It was funny last night. Jim, you'll get a kick out of this. I had Dennis and his wife at the I Scared the Shit Out of Art location. And I'm like, all right. And matter of fact, Dennis was filming with his 360. I'm like, all right, Dennis, start screaming. He's like, ah!
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
That's not my knee.
Finally hit those high notes, did he?
Lauren, I was talking about your pictures that you posted on Facebook with the smoke from Oregon.
Yeah, stop that. You're sending it over here.
Did you see where Lake Mead's at now? Where the Hoover Dam's at?
The level? No.
Yes, man. That thing is so low. Like half the dam's exposed now.
Wow.
Do you have a shot of that?
That's not
no,
good
but go
either.
on Google Images and look it up.
Having too much exposed is just as bad because of the erosion that'll happen from it.
I mean, they're almost going to have to do that reverse osmosis plant by the sea and start pumping water in there. I mean, that's going to be their only savior because that dam cannot shut down. That supplies so much electricity to Nevada and California and stuff.
Or leave California, one of the two.
Yeah, just like California wash into the ocean.
Listen,
that's in Nevada though. But what I'm saying is it provides power to like 2 or 3
it's
different
providing
states.
the power and the water reservoirs come from the mountains.
Right,
That's
but
where
that's
California
what I'm
and
saying.
Nevada are getting it.
It's a double hit though if that dam shuts down because of the
Yeah.
level of the water.
Well, that power is most of Vegas and I think parts of California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all the smoke we've been getting is from the Canadian wildfires down here in Michigan.
Wait, Canada has? I thought it was
Canada's
Oregon.
got- British Columbia,
Canada's got some big
British
ones,
Columbia
too.
is on fire.
Oh, so okay. He says most of our smoke is from BC. Yeah. All right. I didn't see. You did not say that in your pictures. Sneaky bastard.
I mean, if you just look at satellite photos from how much the desert has expanded in the past 20, 30 years.
We got one of those sneaky bastards. Guys, I want to apologize ahead of time for bringing this guy on. Oh, what was that? What was that?
Oh,
So that's part of the thing that happened with our dams up here with that flooding and the dam failures, Bob, is one of the Boyce Hydro that owned a couple of the dams through there wanted to lower the levels in the river so they could, or the lake, so they could do some repairs. So they did it, but they did it without authorization. And when they did it, they had weakened even more the weak areas that they had. And when it came through with the big heavy storms and rain and whatnot, it just overdid the dam. And
What? That's what caused your washout?
yeah, that's what caused our dams. Is the dams were at like 50% capacity at full, and that was before a flood.
Holy
So
cow!
they were in bad shape before we even got the like heavy rains, and then when the rains come through, it just pushed, and a couple of dams failed. And when it did, the two heavier lakes, like the top lake above us, was like 21 billion gallons or something like that, and then the lower lake was 15 billion gallons. And when the two dams failed, all that water just pushed over to the city and village right next to it.
So is somebody in trouble for that, or?
Boyce Hydro had the dams. They're under a lawsuit through the government, and Tri Lakes Conservation or Conservatory or some place is taking over that whole setup all the way through Smallwood, Seacourt, like Wixom, and Sanford Lakes, fixing all those dams up.
it doesn't matter though. Every company that's ever been involved in a big disaster like that is still around.
Yep.
Even
Boyce
after it
Hydro's
happens.
had like hundreds and hundreds of like lawsuits against them from other dams. They own like 170 dams across the United States or something like that. So,
do you remember that movie that Julia Roberts did about PG&E, where Aaron Brockovich, you remember that?
Aaron Brockovich, yeah.
I actually lived about 20 miles or so from Hinckley when I lived in California.
That's still a classic movie.
Yeah, it was a pretty good time, Bob. We had another guy up here, Gordon Mowbray, that covers it, and he got coverage enough, but he's 107, so he pushed a little more. And now he's got live video cameras that you can watch at like 3 of those 4 dams, and he does all kinds of like weekly updates or something like that, or bi-weekly updates on what the task force is doing to repair them. They found the steam shovel that actually made the 2 lakes in the dam areas and whatnot. They found it in the water that was buried in the water, and they pulled that out, and they're working to restore the steam shovel that actually made the dams and everything.
Damn.
So yeah, there's a bunch of shit that come out of that.
What you been up to, Matt?
Pete Carroll says, no, no, no.
He won't be persuaded by anybody, Peter. He's his own man. No one tells Peter what to do. What have I been up to? Bugger all. I had the Spark out the other day, and just going through the footage. Oh,
Spark.
great drone. Great drone.
Do you do maintenance runs?
Yep.
You know, yeah, okay. Just to like service your batteries, just to keep things alive, so to speak.
Yeah. This was my. Look, I do it every couple of months on the Spark anyway.
Sure.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh, I hear ya. Yeah.
I'm surprised she let you touch her.
That's actually weekly, Ron. That's servicing.
I want to say one thing. If I let it go for a couple of months, my, let's say, Inspire batteries might show 2 or 3 lights on top, but it's bullshit. If you put it in and actually go to fly the drone, boom, it drops like the son of a gun.
Yeah.
So those lights can be deceiving. I cut it down to once a month. Whether I use it or not, it's going to get
Yeah.
cycled.
I don't find the Spark batteries too bad. They seem to be sort of pretty accurate. And I've got that aftermarket charger there, so I do 3 at a time. But I ran 5 of them the other day, which basically equates to about 50 minutes of flying.
It's a long time, right?
Well, it is, but when you consider 6 batteries of the Mavic is 2 hours, you know.
So
Coming back.
Tiny Hawk Freestyle 2. He said he switched it over to Tracer, which is the new system or whatever for RC from Team Black Sheep, I believe. And he said it went down on him, missing in action. He said Tracer is rad though.
What is Tracer?
It's a new receiver type from Team Black Sheep, I believe. It's supposed to be their long range to meet up with the Ghost RC receiver from Immersion, which is supposed to be like 30 kilometer versus 10 kilometer that you get on the Crossfire.
Oh my God.
And it's at a 2.4 versus 4.8 frequency.
Matt, didn't you just get that new transmitter, that big ass thing?
Yeah, the TXS, TX16S, yeah. Radio Master.
Listen, as far as we were talking about those updates, Bob, once your drone and camera is doing excellent, stop updating the damn thing. Because when DJI wants to end of life something, they'll do an update. And it lowers the actual transmission distance and all that to your bird to make you think, something's wrong. I might as well go buy another one. They did it with the Inspire 1. If you look at the version of software that's the best, it's actually 1.04 up to 1.08. I saw this guy, oh my God, what's his name now? He did an actual video on it where he shows you that 1.9 and 1.10 lower the distance and the video transmission. You can see the screen getting green and all this. What is his name? Oh my God. I was just watching it.
All right. I got to go out and have a cigarette. Jim's got one in his hand, keeps waving it in front of his camera, and we're smoking outside.
I thought you were doing the
I've got the vape, but
vape.
I keep seeing that cigarette, and we're smoking those outside, so I'm going to take me a walk. I just got like,
Hey,
vape is a
Mike, you need to run a camera to your porch. That way you can switch it.
I got the laptop or the tablet and whatnot, but yeah.
Oh, it's good to get outside and get some fresh air, though, Michael.
Oh, I like it.
That's why I'm here smoking in the garage with the fresh air, because I won't put it in the house.
There you go.
It's disgusting smoke.
I need air conditioning out in my garage, then I might do that.
Then you got to
I don't know
filter it.
You have a garage now, though.
I don't know how you do that, Jim. Is it hot out there?
I got 3 fans.
That's
You
fans,
steam.
though.
You see him in the height of summer, although it's pretty warm there now. But by the end of a live stream, you know,
Sweating his ass off, yeah.
Jim's dye's running. You know,
And his
So-
shirt, all turns colors.
It's hot here today.
It's not really a tie-dyed shirt, Matt. You know that tie-dyed
Yeah.
shirt I wear? It's
Yeah.
a mood shirt.
Yeah, it's one of those heat-activated mood shirts. You're all over the place by the look of that T-shirt, Jim. Oh, damn it!
Well, the update on the battery packs for the Mini 2 is somewhat working. They're actually discharging a little bit, but
Oh,
I've had 3 of them in there for a week now, and only 2 of them have discharged down to 75%.
Do you have? Do they still allow you to set the day? How many days before discharge?
I don't know. I've never even looked into that. I've never noticed that in the menu anywhere.
I think
Yeah,
there's specs. I think the spec, sorry, I think there's specs on them. I watched Don Joyce's experiment with the new update on the batteries. So if you haven't checked it out, he does very he did one without the update, so he didn't update one of the batteries, and then he updated 2 of them, I think, and one was out of the charger and one was in the charger. So he basically took care of all 3 scenarios of a not updated, one out the charger and one in the charger. So you know, it had some. What have I got something on my?
No,
Yeah, I remember.
Steven Seagal hairdo and mustache, looking good, brother. That's Mark Tater Rogers.
Got that right. I'm the sheriff of some little town there in the US at the moment. Apparently, he is.
He's a fat bastard now.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. What about Seagal? Is he fat too?
That's
Yeah,
what I was
he's got-
talking about.
Oh, sorry.
He's gotten fat over the years.
yeah, he did. He's like a chunky monkey.
He married Kelly Brock when she was hot.
Kelly LeBrock.
The Brock, yeah.
Oh,
They said
fat.
he's one of. They said he's one of the biggest dickheads in real life, though. Like if you meet him in person, they
Yeah.
said he's a real asshole. So yeah, he might be like Matt.
I'm getting confused who you're talking about here, whether it's me or him.
It's not you.
Oh.
Nice try, though.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the dickhead part, yeah. That
Yeah.
floats into both personalities.
We've got something in common. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
that's
Matt
what
would
we-
say. Spot on.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Yeah. That's why me and Jim get on so well.
That saying drives me insane. What the hell does spot on mean? There's
Never mind.
Neil. Blind Neil.
So, what does it mean? It means correct, right. Couldn't get any truer. They even make. No, they don't. What? I'm trying to keep up with this chat here.
I had to look up two new words this week. Metasterism. Metasterism. It's the difference between the white point of 2 screens perceptually. There I go reading the damn manual again, driving me insane.
I just put footage in and color grade it and then post it. I don't give a shit. That's why it's a wand. That's why it's a wand to me,
Oh,
and
wand!
and it's not to you.
Isn't
I was
that how
looking
you
at
put
it
out
today.
Isn't that how you put in the extra magenta with the
No,
wand?
that was from a damn UV filter. A UV filter.
Jim,
You're never
Jim
going
just
to live
did
that magenta video down, Jim.
Because it was 2.5 hours of video with nothing but magenta. Oh my God. Because I wanted to do all the batteries, Matt, while I was out there, let me use up all the batteries.
Yeah,
Make a
well,
battery day out of it.
Yeah.
2.5 hours of shit video. Hey, Chuck.
Hey guys,
Chuck, how are you, mate?
good. How
But
you doing?
since when does a UV filter turn your video magenta?
Or when you run a UV and an ND at the same time.
I
I've
didn't.
never done that.
I didn't have an ND on it.
Or you
I
had
thought-
the weight on?
I just had the. Yeah. It's got a. You actually have to put 2 weights on the X5S, and you can use one. Count one as an ND filter. So I used the UV filter. That's why I had used it.
I thought you had an ND over the UV
No.
filter.
No.
I thought that was where the issue was.
No.
I don't know if I have any drone where I can double up filters.
But we're all talking about using different filters anyway. I mean, that day they were K and F, but on the Mavic 2 Pro, I used the those red ones.
Freewell?
Freewell. No.
No. Polar Pro?
Definitely not Polar Pro. Because
I think they're gold, actually. I think Polar
they came
Pro
out.
is gold.
They came out later.
Yeah, I'm a Freewell guy myself. That's what I use on my
Pro.
Pro.
Skyreach. No, hang on. What are you?
SkyTech, I think.
Skyread, I think. Man, I think you're right.
Skyread. You're
You're
right.
right, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
them.
Well, you know what? There is a difference. And I was lucky enough to, when I purchased my drone, it already came with Polar Pro filters, 9 of the bastards. So I was happy with that.
Wow, it's a full set.
Dude, they want $100 for 4, so you made out on that like a bandit.
I like the
ND filters are
VNDs.
fucking expensive.
Since
Yeah.
I'm a YouTube dude, I like the VNDs. Since I'm a YouTube creator, you can't see the difference on that. And the VNDs are so damn convenient. You can dial them in.
Oh, Chuck.
But you got to
Hey.
turn them, right? You got to bring it down and then turn it.
Well, with the Mavic 2 Pro, you get it kind of close on the ground, and then you can tweak your aperture when you're in the air, which is really super cool.
Yeah, that's
Well,
great.
You start
That's
off
the
about
advantage.
4.5. You run about f4.5 on the ground, and then you have the VNDs kind of dialed in, and then when you take it up, say you spin it around, get in towards the sun, then you just you change your f-stop in the air.
That's the beauty of the Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah. Yep.
Free
It's
wills
fantastic.
seem to be the most popular. I hear everybody talking about free will.
I just
Yeah.
got addicted to their stuff. Their customer support has been so good to me when I've had little issues. They've stepped right up and taken care of me. I can't complain.
That's like Firehouse Technology. I don't particularly love a company, but when they make a good product, the damn lights work.
And Firehouse
Marcel's
has-
like, Chuck, you said you were going to sleep. And, well, just so
Well,
you guys
Firehouse-
know, I was up till 1:30 in the morning editing my next vlog so I'm kind of tired. I do have to go to bed at a decent hour tonight.
Michael's got a little bit too much nicotine in that, I think.
Yeah. Scratch
Yeah.
going on.
Marcel,
Firehouse, so they have like really exceptional customer service. So
wow, look at you guys saying hello to me. It's very nice. Wow, I got Marcel.
'Cause I
Steve.
I actually called Firehouse about three or 4 days before it was about a week before the meet.
Yeah.
And I ordered those 4 lights, and I actually emailed them and said, is there any way you can send them to me faster, because I'm going to a drone meet and I'm giving up a couple away. And they immediately responded the next morning and were like, yeah, we overnighted them for you.
Purple sticky.
And they did a 1-day shipping on them for me.
That was
And I had them
excellent.
the next day.
And
'Cause
that
it was
was,
supposed to
Nice
take a week.
greenery.
you know what? You were very quiet about giving them away, and I want to applaud you for that. I mean, some guys, I won't call out their names, but they were like, "Oh, I didn't win anything," and here you are, you guys like you and Stevie, and I think there was one other
Actually,
that
we
actually
had-
came to give stuff away.
But we had more prizes than we actually had tickets for people for the drawing, because then everybody started giving away all their merch that they had, like they
Yeah.
were giving away free hats and all that. So I mean, a lot of people did get stuff. Sean Oz won my Arc 5, but he said he didn't really need it because he flies mostly the FPV stuff, I guess.
Right.
Are you going to give away your supersized Mavic Air 2? That looks like it'd easily carry a toddler and its 2 parents. Look at that thing behind you. It's scary.
Put a child safety seat on it, it'd be all right.
That thing looks like something out of, what was that movie where they had the giant insects? Was
That's
that like
obviously the Enterprise. right?
Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers, yeah, where the one where it pulled into the guy's head and sucked his brains out. The original one. Anyway, okay, sorry, I'm taking us back a few years.
We'll be
Who,
listening.
I want to do a quick survey. I'm using the Freewells, and on the X5S, I'm using the K&F filter, not the Freewells, Skyreet, the red Skyreet filters, which are a pain in the ass, Chuck. You have to sit there with your fingers, hold the camera, then sit there with your fingers, which slide off because they're angled.
They're all the same. They're all the
ND
same.
filters I've
They're
ever
all
used.
difficult to adjust, and then like, holy crap! I have the VNDs on my pocket and my pocket too, and those damn things, they're like tiny.
The only ones I've ever seen
Yeah.
are the stick-on ones that you get for the GoPros. Other than
Well,
that,
it's-
I've never used any ND filters on any of my videos.
And it's scary holding that camera, trying to
Yeah.
hold it nice and tight,
The Mini
but not
2.
to where you're going to break it.
The
You're
Mini
always
2 is
scared
like
of
that
breaking.
too. The Mini 2 is a pain in the ass too, with like the
Well, their
Right.
filters are a
Two
little
subs
bit
below,
easier
like-
because they just
I
slide
don't know how
over.
an ND filter helps.
But-
with Mini 2.
They gotta put them on without-
Lights.
Oops, I'm talking over somebody.
Already, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mike does that.
You have to put
Well,
them on
I-
without touching the camera, though. It's kind of my sausage
Yeah.
fingers always get in the way. I'm trying to snap on the like, oh crap, I need an ND8, not a 16. It's not bright enough, and I'm trying to switch the stupid filters in the field and not lose them in the woods.
That's the Pro 2 you're talking about?
No, the Mini 2.
Oh,
I'll
me
just
too.
I'll just put you
Well-
next to Mike because he's going to plow over your audio no matter what. Anyway, you and I
Well,
both
yes.
have this inferior mic that only costs
It's got to be
$150.
the microphone because
Doesn't make it inferior.
I've changed the internet.
Listen to him.
The room.
He kills our audio.
Does he?
Always does. But that's it's a different setting there for
I have a
Michael.
good voice too. I mean, that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a very good radio voice.
personality voice.
Yeah,
Very
radio
swell.
voice.
Yes. Basis for radio too, isn't it? Really?
Very important. Well, Matt has the Australian super sexy radio voice, so he gets to pull that one off.
Oh,
Late
here we
night porn.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Australia.
You find Matt sexy? Is that what you're saying?
It's
This
it's
is why
Paul.
Matt never buttons his top
Close
button.
my eyes and I see Paul Hogan talking to me. Yeah, that's not a knife. This is a bloody knife.
Yeah.
She's a bloody sailor.
Well, where's Linda Kozlowski? I mean, that's really who made the movie. Let's face
What
it.
You know
Whatever
Matt
happened to her?
waxes that right there,
I
right?
don't know, but she was pretty fab in that little black one-piece thong thing she had on. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
See, there you go, Jim.
Sorry. I squirreled on you guys, but it was for a good cause. So
Squirreled.
squirreled, yeah, squirrel.
There goes the subject kind of thing.
Sorry. Yeah,
No, that's
Zoom
cool.
tangent.
What did I see? I
We're talking
saw.
about filters.
No, I saw. When we were talking the other day, bitching about zoom cameras on our drones, and then
Yeah.
somebody was having the argument, and this is real life now. And then I told them, oh yeah, well, get the S20. What is it? I said the S20, but it's the S21, Matt, that has the 108 times zoom on it.
Oh, the S20 Ultra has got that. The top of the range thing is as big as an iPad making a phone call. Look at that shit.
How
That's
big
got
is
all
the
the good
sensor
shit
on that thing? Like how many pixels and stuff? Can you actually pull it in that far and not have it pixelate and look crappy?
It
Well, I don't
actually
know.
looks really good. You should see the people
Really?
that zoomed in on the moon with it. Like you get a really good view of the moon with it
Wow.
Jeez.
because it has such good image stabilization when you zoom out that far.
Uh-huh.
Like their image stabilization is really, really good, and it has you it will lock onto it almost like.
Like a track.
Wow. Wow.
Can you
Yeah, I always
imagine?
had I have
to
that
hold it?
stigma where digital zoom is bad, right?
Let me
Optical
find a
zoom is
video
good.
for you, Jim, and then I'll let you pull it up.
Yeah, because if you like have a digital zoom picture or video,
Yeah.
if you come in on it, you'll see it's all noise.
Right, you're giving up all that resolution. That's why like most of us film all the way out, pulled all the way out, and then we'll crop and post if we have to, but we avoid it for that reason. Because
I have never shot the Mavic 2 Pro in its normal. I'm always in the
HQ?
HQ.
Yeah, I used to use HQ. I recently stopped because I was criticized for a good reason by a friend of mine, Keith of
Why?
K-Spot. Well, he said if you really want to be cinematic, Chuck, first you have to film in 24 frames a second or 25, which is proper everywhere in the world, and then go wide field of vision.
Nah.
What, man?
If you're moving, there's nothing beating 60 frames per second.
Mate, they call it motion blur because that's what it is.
I like the blur though. I'm weird. I like the blur.
Well, that's all right, mate. Put your glasses on.
But I also heard you're supposed to film at like 60 or 50 frames a second if you want to do proper B-roll and slow it down.
Yeah.
Well, just the 60 so you don't judder.
The easier it is to slow it down into slow motion.
Yeah. Well, that's a given. Yep. That's
yeah.
Well, you know what? With the Mavic 2 Pro, though, I'm kind of screwed. I don't have 4K 60 with the Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah.
So. No, you got 2.7 if you want to do that.
Yeah.
But
There's nothing wrong with that 4K 30 on there.
No. Look, you know what? I've tried all sorts. You know, I've never been a big fan of 24, 25. 30's bad enough for me. But if you yeah, it all depends on what you're shooting and how you're shooting it. You know, I find that it can have a fantastic effect if you say want to do a fast. Let's just say an orbit, a fast orbit around a subject, right? Now you can focus in on that subject, right on that subject, and you can move fast, and the background becomes all blurry. But that, as long as you keep your yaw exactly where it is, and you don't touch that yaw, that point of interest is going to be sharp as a tack, and it looks really good. It's a great effect, and I've used it a couple of times.
It's called bokeh.
Bokeh is awesome. Yeah, but that's for like portrait and stills and stuff.
Yeah. Well, for us, it's depth of field. I don't know if that music is going to be anybody's problem, so I'll just get rid of it.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the S20, as I said, the Ultra, the big bastard.
That's a damn phone.
But if think about if you were to like sit there and
look at
that video.
That's wild.
Because I'm sure you could clean that up to where you could get some really good.
Now, this is the only problem with these sensors.
The blooming or the night?
Yeah, you've got to go into the professional setting there to start mucking around with your bloody shutters to get, because this moon's bright as buggery and it will blow out like a bitch.
But look at that. That is still amazing, huh?
That is amazing. That there is fantastic. Look at that. Look at that meteor
That's
hit
crazy.
there on the bottom.
But I think they got rid of that, though, because of privacy concerns, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Jesus.
Then the new models don't have that.
Well, the man on the moon got upset.
I think
he's probably taking a leak and you can see him.
Well, I heard that they were getting rid of it because people were complaining about people peeping into windows and shit.
Oh, look, you can buy.
It's amazing how many people, funny you guys mentioned that. It's amazing how many people still get all like, they get their panties in a bunch because they think like I'm flying a drone, like I'm looking in windows and stuff.
What makes them think that they're that important to you? I
know. I'm like, look, I have no interest. Most drone pilots have no interest in you whatsoever. It's everything around you that we're interested in. We don't care about you. You're just, okay, it's nice that you're there, but we don't care. We're about, the objects around you, like the cool, whatever. It's like mountains or some abandoned building or something. Yeah. We don't care about you. You're just window coverings. We don't care.
I wish there would be some kind of public service announcement from the FAA, but that, to just say, hey, when a drone's at 100 feet, you know what? It can't see your eyelashes. So give up on this crap already.
We don't care. Yeah, everybody thinks, oh, you're watching my wife, sunbathe. Yep. No, really.
Don't care. She's a fat pig, and I can't stand her.
even if she's hot, I don't care. It's not what I'm. Just don't care. Well, maybe I care a little bit, but not enough to fly the drone over and spy on her. It's not that good at it anyway. It's not what the camera's tuned for.
Hey, Chuck, please stop looking in windows. You're killing it for the photographers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, but he's right, though. He shoots everything in 60 and brings it down to 24. Hey, listen, it's like shooting in 5.4 on the X5S.
Yeah, you're
bringing it down to 4K.
I did read that like the bad thing about filming in 24 is it's so hard to change it to anything else on your timeline. Whereas you film in 60 or 30, you can bring it down to 24, and you don't have the dropped frame issue. And optical flow is my friend, even in 24 frames anyway. So I imagine the same holds true if I bring it down from 60 or 120 or whatever on down.
Could you imagine if Matt?
Incredible.
Could you imagine if Matt was using this during his thong video? I mean,
nice.
He would have zoomed right into there.
Nice.
I just can't believe how steady the guy's holding the damn thing.
That's the oh, look at that.
You think
That's
maybe it's the OM4 or something, Matt?
Sorry?
You think maybe he's using that OM4 or something?
Look, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it's on some sort of tripod. Look how steady that is. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, look how clear that is.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That looks like the Death Star. Look at it.
Good God. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I'm sure if you have it on a stabilizer, it's probably 10 times better. Could you imagine that on one of the DJI ones?
Yeah, I mean, well, you could put the DJI on its tripod. That'd be all right. But trying to hold it, even with all that stabilization, you'd still get a little bit of movement.
My Zenmuse Z30 is 30 times optical plus 7 times digital. But let me tell you something. This kind of light would blow it out. You know what I mean? This is too bright for it. You got to remember, I don't know what the actual pixel or megapixels are on this thing, but in the Zenmuse C30, it's only like 1.2 megapixels. You're getting an incredible picture at just 1.2 megapixels. It's crazy. You remember the one I was showing, what was it, last week or the week before, with it zooming in from a mile away?
S20, Chris. Ultra.
Yeah.
108 megapixel, Jim.
No, that was 108 times zoom, wasn't it?
No, it's 100. It says the S20 Ultra camera, 180 megapixels and 100 times zoom photos.
180 megapixels?
No, 108. Like 108.
That's huge. How are they doing that? Even a quad Bayer is only 48 megapixels.
And the display resolution is 3200 by 1440.
Shit, man.
I'm stumped.
That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, even this one, I got the bottom, well, I got the smallest S20.
Let's see the size of that. Is it huge?
No.
I wish Stevie was in here so I could ask him, but do you guys think that cell phones will ever actually be able to replace a professional camera?
Well, they do. A million times.
I mean,
you guys use the Apple iPhone.
So then what's the point in some of these guys like Stevie and other people I've seen at the meet that had these like $1,000 cameras?
Because
the lens.
The lenses, exactly right. You can get a lot better photos out of using your lenses, your SLRs, and all that sort of thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think cell phone technology will get to the point where that won't matter anymore? Like there will be nothing better.
What's going to take a better picture, your cell phone or this Micro Four Thirds lens? Camera.
Well, that's
and
what
lens.
I'm saying. But do you think the technology could get to where that lens would be obsolete to a cell phone?
No.
Yes.
I'm not going to say no because I think anything's possible.
Well, what we're going to look at, right, is these aftermarket. Look at this for a zoom lens, right? For instance, right, you can pop them on the back of your phone, right, and they sit on there, and they come out to about, let's say, about that far out, right? Now they're the aftermarket zoom lenses, and they go mental, right? So that's just a zoom lens. So I'm kind of guessing that over time, you may be able to even incorporate f-stops and all that sort of shit onto a lens that you can clip on to the back of your bloody phone.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah. So, you know, look, you get a lot bigger sensor and all that sort of stuff with your SLRs. It's still a phone, but the technology that's around these things now is pretty cool, as you just saw.
It's always going to come down to, it's all a fight to get back to film quality in a digital size. That's what DSLR is all about, jamming into megapixels just to become.
Well, that, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's right. No, you're exactly right, mate. And that's what I said about the size of the sensor. You know, it's a lot
Yeah.
it's a lot bigger.
You don't have, even in the 3CCD, the coupled charge capacitors are way better than these digital. All this is doing is picking up the light. It's not doing any color and all that. All that color crap comes in the processing. That's why
right.
D-Log is better than regular footage. You get more detail by not making the camera process it.
Yeah. Well, look, put it this way, right?
Up front.
A lot of people are using their phones for photography, right? Now, when it comes down to it, they chuck it into Lightroom or some shit like that, and they make their phone footage look freaking amazing, right? Now, you look at the standard spark footage that comes off the camera, and you look at the footage that the end product of the footage that you can do, even with Premiere Elements 2018, you can improve that spark footage 100%. Now, something like DaVinci, you can improve that 150%. There's just so much you can do with that. With that, I won't call it crappy footage because the information's there, but it's 1080p, blah, 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 and it can come out looking like 4K. And this is what they're doing with camera phones, with photography and all. I'm not saying professional shoots with portraits and all that sort of shit when they got the lights flashing and the whatever.
And the prime lenses and all that.
But you can get away. 99.9% of the people out there wouldn't know the difference between an SLR photo and one from your bloody phone after you put it through After Effects or some shit. You can do so much with them. I mean, you just got to look at the stuff that Brian puts up and Ron. They put all their stuff, and you can do so much with it. You know, you can add skies, pull skies out, put color in, and all that sort of stuff. And it's taken on a phone. You know.
Well, okay. We're talking. There's guys arguing with us and all that. No, the Mavic 2 Pro is never going to get the information that this Micro Four Thirds or the 1-inch Sony or the A7S or any of that will ever get. I mean, there's a reason why there's Cinelifters. You know, Arri Alexa's doing very well in their $8,000 cameras because megapixels and more resolution.
Look, that
comes
like
down Stevie. I was going to say it was like Stevie said with the sensors. The sensors, like I could see in the future, those sensors could be microscopic and be more powerful than a 1-inch sensor these days.
A sensor has megapixels on it, or pixels on
so
it.
much space.
But what you got to look at with professional photography is that people require massive files too, because they want to blow them up. They want to print them out. They want the best quality possible. You're not going to get that out of a phone. So there's still a massive place for professional photography with decent cameras and lenses and all that sort of stuff. Because it just won't cut it. That'll cut it in a, you could take that into and do a real estate shoot with it, and put it on their website. That's absolutely fine. But when it comes to real professional work, imagine rocking up to a freaking photo shoot with your S20 saying, okay, let's go, people, work it.
I got my 1080,
yeah.
so let's go.
But Steve says it exactly right. It's all about the light gathering capabilities. When you talk about a camera, the light hitting it is from 0 to 700 milliwatts voltage, MV, 700 MV. That's all it is the light hitting the electronic sensor is turning it into an either optical transfer function or an electro-optical transfer function. There's only the two out there. But the amount of light hitting the sensor is what is. And then the processor in the camera, why would Arri Log C be different from DJI's D-Log or DJI's D-Log M? You know what I'm saying? Each camera, like Ron's Sony's, have S-Log 1, S-Log 2, S-Log 3. They're always improving on themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Ron, you feeling all right, man? You're looking a little green over there, brother. You're looking a little green over there. You feeling okay?
It does. What is that in the corner? That's green behind you.
Greened out right now. Like
he's pretty.
TV and everything's coming. He's green.
Green.
Michael, you're the only one seeing that, brother.
He's got something green in the corner, doesn't he?
Well, there's something green in the corner, but it seems like his back wall's got a green tint to it and everything right now.
Yeah, it's got some trees in the room.
It looks pretty light out there, mate. Ron.
It seems like his back wall's like a tan or a yellow normally or something like that.
Can you hear us, Ron?
Marcel, come on, man.
Is it light out still there, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's incredible. It's bloody light here as well as there. Unreal. You're on the other side of the bloody.
Jim, this
Yeah,
was with a phone the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
the
thought
new phones are
phone
pretty capable.
picture, it's pretty good.
Multiple lenses in the back.
Oh, that's
side
at
of them and everything.
That's
that's
what
that
the,
Sacred Indian site, right?
the Devil's
That's
Tower.
Devil's Tower, yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Close Encounters.
Yep.
That
Hey,
was-
Ron, would you put your cell phone up against your Cool Pix or your new Sony camera?
No.
I mean,
Which new Sony do you have?
But if you know how to work it, you can make some really cool shit.
oh, there's been guys using iPhone footage for quite some
Yeah.
time. Look
That's
on that
pretty
f-stoppers. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry. What were you saying?
I didn't say anything, mate.
Oh, okay. I saw on f-stoppers where he was actually comparing. Now, this is a while ago. I haven't been on their site for quite some time. But at the time, he was showing his iPhone Pro footage versus like a GH3 or something like that. And I have a Rebel XTX or XT. The original Rebel XT is only 8 megapixels. Bob, Peter Carroll.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money on a camera in 2006.
The lenses are always more expensive than the camera.
Or you saw Peter's lenses. Remember that, Dave?
Yep.
They're 4 foot long. That big white one he's got. Holy shit. But it's true, you know, my sister was a professional photographer for years, and she was boasting about her new camera, which is 14 megapixels. And that was, you know, years ago.
You never talked about that shit with film. There was no such thing with film.
No. I didn't really get into the, you know, the details and the technology behind what's running what till, you know, also recently over the last 4 or 5 years.
The medium format was the Mac Daddy. I shot medium format with weddings for 15 years. So that you saw a quality difference there.
That's
Unremarkable.
basically all Hasselblad did was medium format cameras, right?
Yeah, Ron, question for you, mate.
What phone is that?
Okay.
Sony, or the Samsung S20 Ultra. That's the same thing you have, Matt, isn't it?
You got
Oh,
the
he has the
Ultra.
one with, yeah, he's got the one with the 108 zoom.
Holy shitbags. Hold it up, mate.
We were just talking about it while you were out.
I just got the S8.
Yeah.
Well, that's not that much bloody
That's
bigger than
not
mine,
bad.
is it?
Ron,
That S20 is supposed to be good.
some guy put this up on YouTube.
I was looking at
That's
that
fair.
earlier.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah.
Ron's camera just looks a little bigger than yours, Matt.
Yeah.
That-
Well, he's got more.
I'm looking,
That's
at
got
the
more
specs on,
lenses.
I'm looking at the specs on the S8. Tell me what does 240 frames per second do you at 720?
What?
200 at
That's
720.
720p?
240 frames per second. At
I wouldn't worry about
720.
that. I
don't
wouldn't
know
worry
what
Well,
about
if
that.
he's 60 at 1080 though. It's like what
Who's using 720 anymore?
I'm just wondering if
240 frames gonna do for you.
I'm just wondering if Samsung's still using their goofy UI or if they've finally gone back to vanilla Android. I don't think they ever will. Like TouchWiz, isn't that what they use?
I don't know.
Clue.
I'm still on the S8, which really is outdated now.
I
It's
won't adopt
obsolete.
Samsung because I'm
on the 9.
Android. But
Well,
I-
they said if you were to buy
Wrong.
an S8 right now, it's obsolete. You're better off to buy an upgraded 9.
I got
Is it
these
wrong?
9s, the Note 9 for $330 off of Amazon.
Yeah.
is it really
Hey, Ron, you
obsolete
gotta-
because phones aren't advancing that fast
Yeah, the
anymore?
S8's obsoleted by Samsung.
Half these sensors in these new drones are Sony IMX sensors, which are the same things that are in these camera phones.
Hey,
Smart
Ron, you
phone.
need to do a video on that 108 or that 100 times zoom or whatever.
The S8's original release was 2017 of April, so that's pretty old.
Matt, you have the S20, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
only
haven't got
your
the-
model has it.
Yeah, only the Ultra has got the hold yours up, mate, to the camera, and I'll try and get that reflection away so you can see that.
Third eye
Yeah,
view.
see,
Which one do you
yeah.
prefer? Which camera do you
see.
prefer?
There you go.
Yeah,
What have I
Ron's
got?
got the Ultra.
Yeah, Ron's got the big one.
It's got 3 or 4 different actual
on.
lenses in it, doesn't it, Ron?
Yeah,
It's got
Can't bloody do
yeah,
it.
at least.
one's a light,
3 or 4, yeah.
and like 4 lenses.
I think it's 4. And
Let's
Matt, yours
see.
says what, 3?
I think it's 3.
Ron,
Crazy.
all right, hold that up. Okay,
I
that
see
is
3.
It's either
See at
3
least
or
3
one of
plus
them's
the
a
three
flash.
sensor.
in the sensor.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing at least 3.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
top
So-
one looks a little different.
Well, it's a flash up top.
The top
Yeah.
is
What
a
if-
flash and a sensor, and the bottom 3 are the cameras.
There might be
okay.
one more in there, but I can't go. It might be another
Yeah,
sensor.
the far right.
Yeah,
The
that's-
light sensor,
yeah,
and
I
the
see
flash, and then
Far
3
right
So
top
there's
is
3
the
lenses.
sensor.
Yeah.
Your 3 lenses at the bottom, and then your flash at the top left. Yeah.
Wow,
Casey.
there's a lot going on in that thing.
Well, I don't want a bigger phone, but that's the whole thing.
Oh,
I
like
hate
full
how
screen.
big the phones
Scary.
have gotten. They're like forcing you to go bigger and bigger with your cellular phones. I'm like, they barely fit in my side pockets or this or that already.
Oh, you can clearly see 4 on that, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 4.
And then I think you got is that a
Flash.
fingerprint sensor under there?
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
It is. Well, no, Bill
Yep.
pointed out it's for the OM4 because I have one of those too. It's
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
that's
the
a
stick-on.
The magnet. No, on
Yeah.
his phone, there's a fingerprint
that's a-
sensor there
the
too.
Mobile 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the no, that's the magnet for the Mobile 4 or Osmo Mobile 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the S8. It's got the finger sensor on the far side over here.
Right.
That's the finger sensor. And then it's got another sensor over here for like your heartbeat and whatnot. It'll read off. And then the
Oh yeah, I can't stand that. You're giving away your health information. Gee,
I don't never use that thing.
Hey, Jim, show my phone.
this thing here is the finger on the Note 9. This is
Yep.
the finger sensor right there.
Yeah. and
If
then
you
the
want to
far right,
unlock
you've
your
got-
phone.
You've still got your sensor for your heart rate and whatnot on the far right on that one. Yeah.
I don't use that crap.
Yeah, I don't use it.
What do you
Well,
want,
you know
Justin?
I was going to say, the Apple logo on the back of the 10s, 11s, and 12s is
Let me bring
actually,
you up.
you can set certain gestures for it to like take screenshots and you can tap it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like if you
I
want to
just-
do quick
cool.
screenshots, you double tap.
I just like the picture quality. Matter of fact, here's one I took at Dennis the other day. We were
Oh,
It's so pixel.
Pretty
we can-
blown
oh,
out.
there we
Can't
go.
tell.
that's
There
the
we
one
go.
with
Yeah.
we found a
Oh,
tree
the bra tree.
The bras.
with the
Is
bra.
it wearing a bra? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 or 4 bras up in this tree. I don't know whether it's girls.
Some of
going
them
wild.
are so high, you know they didn't climb to put them
Girls.
up there.
Girls Gone Wild.
You shown that in another picture or something like that, haven't you, Ron?
Yeah, it was about a year ago. I
Yeah,
had a buddy from California
I
out
remember
there.
Now, what
probably
if-
when you were out there with Art.
this thing, I've got it on showing one large, and there's the rest of us. But how do I select who's large?
I don't know.
I don't know. if
Solo
you can
screen.
with Art.
Large
go-
Marge.
I don't know if you
If
can.
you-
with
Hey,
Art.
I'm full size. Super
Remember large?
size.
Tell him large Marge sent you.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
that-
Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Yeah. That was funny as hell.
That was funny as hell. I know you are, but what am I? You are- oh man, taking me back. Taking me back.
I just traded in 3 S8s and got $500 each for them on a new phone.
No
Wow.
way.
Well, they have the phone ATMs you can take your old phones to. You just look it up on Google, and it'll tell you where the nearest one is, and you plug it in.
They
You're
have one
wrapping
at
a
Walmart.
mummy or something? What is that?
Yeah,
I
you
pulled
plug
all
it
the
into.
LEDs down off my wall for my old quad cave.
Oh,
They
that's
got
a
the
LED
sticky on the
strip.
back. And that was the neatest pile I could set them and hopefully get them apart to wrap them around.
Now light them up now. They look really cool.
of LEDs in there right now.
Bill,
As cheap as those things are, you should have just bought a new set.
That's what I figure. I'm going to pull them apart, and if they have any problems or if it's a pain in the ass, I'm just going to buy some new ones. It's like
Yeah,
$50
Bill's
or
right.
something
Yeah,
like
we
that.
were.
No,
You're
if I
pretty
was Michael, I'd put a
Yes,
little bit of
yes.
wood in there, make a stand, and that's his new LED lamp.
Right?
that's,
Just leave it
that's your bias lighting.
Just leave it in a bundle mess. Leave it there, mate.
Dude, there's so much room in here.
You still got a lot of unpacking to do, brother.
Yeah,
Shit.
dude, look. This is the workbench over there. Oh, let me see.
Oh, that looks straightened up.
That's stuffed over there in the back.
Well, he's got 3 3D printers he still needs to put back together.
That's all the workbench area. There's like that whole under area.
Wait a minute. Wait, freeze right there.
Yeah, I see his
Bongs
beaker.
back there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see his beakers back there.
It's
Yeah,
Bong Haven.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like yeah,
What's all that?
There's
Yeah,
the
that looks-
drones.
got a little bit of paraphernalia going on back there, brother.
All the drones. Well, it's medical marijuana state here, Chuck.
It's all good.
He's got glaucoma.
Oh, you like the
I'm not judging.
A7S3?
I'm not judging.
By far the best. Okay.
But yeah, there's 3 3D printers. There's 2 of them that work, and then one I'm working on. A Tronxy was my original one. And supposedly there's a short in it or something. So it's always kind of gotten pushed off to the side. And then Tim ended up buying me the other Creality. So I've got 2 Enders and then a Tronxy.
I don't know Third Eye View's first name. Does anybody know his first name?
No.
Because I wanted to ask him. He's probably got a ton of money in glass. He's got three different Sony cameras up there.
Can I just share something with you?
Yeah, bro.
Real quick. I just got a comment on a live show, and it says, "Beautiful area. I would love to fly there. Great views. Awesome video. Thank you very much for sharing." That's on a live show.
Oh, you must have shown a nice area of me.
Wants to fly in NightTrain's house.
An area picture of me.
Yeah, I do.
So in other words, they watched none of it.
Nothing.
So it also just so happens I just recently bought a bunch of whoop gates for indoor that will Velcro into place. So I've got 3,000 square foot in here.
Wait a minute.
So
Who asked you? We were talking
be
about
nice.
Matt's video.
Well, Chuck
Yeah,
asked about
what
flying
happened
night
here?
trains.
Jesus, can you jump a comment?
Chuck asked. He said about flying night trains.
Wait! I didn't squirrel this time.
I just
20
wanna
minutes
read-
ago.
Yeah, that was 20 minutes
I'm doing
ago.
two conversations. I'm not squirreling either.
The night train is slow.
Matt got a comment on a live stream that said nice location, beautiful pictures and all that. It's a live stream.
Yeah, there was no flying involved.
Right. Well, he might have shown something though.
Well, I don't know. A lot of the
Lots
live streams
videos
lately
on
have-
bots and whatnot. They probably caught that 2 minutes of the stream where somebody was showing a video and like, oh, I'll leave a comment to be nice. But no, I could have swore I just heard Chuck say, "Who wants to fly night trains?"
Yeah, there you go.
Look, there's
So that's
been
where I
a
was
lot of
like-
nudity.
I want to
Um,
fly it. I got some whoop gates I'm going to put around and fly indoors too. So
Yeah, cool.
I was keeping up 2 conversations. I wasn't squirreling.
No, it's all the nudity that's been on the lives lately. You know.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice views. Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
nice views.
But Mike B,
There's a whole lot of
aren't
bikini fishing going on YouTube, I see.
they like $1,200 or something like that? The Ultra 3 or whatever, the Ultra 21 Ultra, the S21 Ultras, aren't they $1,200, Ron?
They're probably close to that. Yeah, I guess you can put in your S20 right now for $800.
I'm guessing the S21's probably around 1,200, or the Ultra's probably more around 1,400 to 1,600.
Yeah.
Do you know how long I held on to my S4, my Samsung Note 4? It's still sitting in the cabinet over there. That thing was great for holding DJI video. It would You know, there was no screen lines that came across. And yet I had problems with the Samsung Tab S. I had problems with the NVIDIA Shield K1 tablet. And the damn Samsung Note 4. Matt, you have a Note 4 too, don't you?
Nah,
Did you get rid of it?
I didn't. Never had one.
Oh, I thought you had a Samsung 4.
I got this
No.
Tab
Galaxy
7.
4.
The only problem I have with that is Adobe isn't keeping up with their shit, so that the mobile programs that work for like your tablets and whatnot are not compatible with it yet. I've been waiting for it to fucking the Adobe Rush hasn't updated. I've had that thing almost 6 months already and it hasn't updated. I'm like, what the hell, man? That's the whole reason I got it, so I could use it for flying. Then the video's already there, easy to edit off it. You know what I mean? I could just edit from the tablet on the phone, everything. Hell no! Now I'm finding programs that actually work with it. Yes.
That's Matt calling you.
Somebody's ringing you.
He's calling Ron. Hey, how much? What is Rush? I know what Speed Grade is.
Adobe Rush is the mobile version of Adobe Premiere, pretty much.
Really?
That's the only. So to like use Adobe Premiere in a mobile application, you use the Rush.
How the hell does an outsider like me even know that crap? They have so many names.
Figure it out because I'm like, what's the mobile app and whatnot, so I can download and edit from the app. Yeah, I had to figure it out.
Yeah, they don't make it easy.
It's like $50 a month for the basic plan, isn't it? For like Premiere.
For Adobe, like the
I'm paying like
Creative
$32
Cloud.
a month, I think
Yeah.
it is.
I think you're right. That's why I just bought DaVinci. I figured, screw it, I'll just buy
right?
DaVinci for like $300, and they threw in the speed editor. I was like, okay,
As much
so
as I paid in Adobe in the last 2 years, I could have bought DaVinci and like 2 other programs.
but you do get some cool stuff with the Creative Cloud. You do get like
Yeah.
Lightroom and stuff like that. We were talking about that.
Well, that's
with
what,
Marcel
that's
and
like the
all time
Rush
with
and
that
everything else in the Lightroom. There's a whole bunch of stuff included, so it's like $32 a month. I think I pay for Adobe Premiere, but I've got like a slew of programs: the Lightroom, After Effects, this, that, and
Yeah.
the other thing that you get.
Has
So
Has anybody ever heard or used a program called Dark? Oh shit! Now is it Darklight? I think it's a play off of Adobe Photoshop. But I personally use GIMP, Graphical Image Manipulation Program, GIMP.org, instead of Photoshop. But there's a there's a program called Darklight that looks exactly like Adobe Photoshop.
So which one's the best value? Because Photoshop clearly is kind of spendy because you have to
GIMP-
get it under the
well,
Creative
Photoshop
GIMP is free.
itself is limited.
GIMP is free.
GIMP is free.
Writing
GIMP.
this down.
GIMP 2.0. GIMP.org. Graphical Image Manipulation Program. Absolutely free.
Well, I'm gonna have to give this a whirl because right now I don't have any great way to manipulate like raw photos and stuff.
Okay.
Doesn't-
If you want to use something for logos, try Canva, CAVA,
You could still get Windows Editor. and whatnot.
CANVA, Canva. And there's also Inkscape.
So
I think
Canva is Canva good for like PNGs and stuff you're talking about for making like the logos that are transparent and stuff?
Yes,
So you can-
yeah. Portable
Yeah.
network graphics. Yeah.
Oh man, I used to use PaintShop Pro 7.
Oh god,
What?
yeah.
That's what I learned.
Yeah.
But the
Billion
three
years ago.
programs I told you about are all free. They're open
I
source.
think
PaintShop's a
Adobe's
badass program.
isn't Adobe's app. They have a free version, don't they? I
Matt
think
used Matt at Elements.
There's like
I think
There's
they have
like
a free
Adobe-
version or in paid app purchase you can make
How
for a
is it?
monthly
There's-
subscription.
I've got where the hell is it on my phone? I have some
Yeah,
version of
like-
Adobe Photoshop something or other on my phone. Photoshop
that
Mix. Adobe Photoshop Mix you can download for Android anyway.
Matt
Would that
used to
come on
use
your phone, or-
Photoshop Elements.
Well, I tossed it on there. It was like a freebie.
I want to see something that Mike's talking about. Mike, they sent me a thing from Verizon to upgrade for free, but I'm old school. To me, nothing's free. You're going to be charging me an extra 10, 20 bucks a month somewhere down the line.
Yeah, there is no free lunch.
Yeah,
Motorola tried to get me to buy one of their razors today. They sent me some email. Hey, we have $400 off the razor. I'm like, yeah, it's $1,000 phone with no Qi charging. I mean,
My
I'm not really
daughter works
interested.
for Verizon. She can't get me shit right now for any real good deals.
Big
They're
Red.
going to cost me money in the end. I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. You
Good
can
old
put it
Big
on a
Red.
payment. I'm not trying to do that either.
Well, that's all that you're doing is you're financing the phone, and then a year
Yeah,
later
I'm like, no, I ain't
you're not
trying to
even
pay
paid
all
off,
this.
so they get you to
Get the
refinance for
credit.
another
Fuck
phone.
all that.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
just a continuous cycle of payments every month for a phone.
it's like getting those cars on a lease.
Mhm.
You're constantly,
Long-term rental.
Yeah,
The
you-
lease
you
is the
own
long-term
forever.
rental.
12,000 miles up front, then after that, you're paying up the wazoo.
Well, that's why I always stay 2 generations behind on Apple, because you can get an iPhone 10 right now for anywhere between $300 to $500 if you're looking in the right time. You know what I'm saying? And they're still really good phones. And then
Yeah,
when
the phones aren't
iPhone,
advancing that fast. The phone technology is kind of flattened as far as
it's just
We-
cameras now, cameras and
Yeah.
battery. That's it. That's all they have left to play with. I mean,
Yeah, I
how
mean,
much
they're
more
all-
can you do?
they're all fast enough. And I don't really care about my phone camera. I'm carrying around other stuff now instead.
right? Right.
Like
I
even
mean,
my
it's like,
stupid little Pocket 2 I carry around and rather use that instead of my phone.
yeah, the Tab S7.
A 7 Plus, dude. This is the
There's
But
Maddie.
you know where the
Maddie's-
pocket
7
went from,
graphics
Chuck?
screen and everything.
What's that?
I was saying, and it's like,
DJI started off with the Osmo,
Yep.
then
It
the
did.
Osmo Plus. Then when I put this
Then the
camera on
Pocket.
it, when I put this camera on it, it's called the Osmo Pro. I
Yeah.
mean, and then they just went straight to the action cam and the pocket. It's like DJI forgets a product in a heartbeat, man.
I know, but I love the action in the Pocket and the Pocket 2. That's what I have. Yeah, I have a few of those. One action, 2 pockets, and a Pocket 2.
The minute I bought the GoPro 8, they came out with the 9.
But I think companies should support their products for at least 4 to 5 years, and
Yeah.
then go ahead and dump it, and then you're just going to have to upgrade at that point. But I think that's a long enough time period to where you've got your
Well,
money's
they-
worth out of a product.
Why aren't there, like, let me give you for instance, okay? In the aircraft industry, when Pratt and Whitney stops making an engine, there's 15 companies that make engine parts. Why are there no drone companies that, well, you got RCs or stuff for FPV, but you don't find a lot of drone. Here's a shell for a Phantom 4, or here's, you know what I mean, boards, flight boards for a Phantom 4.
Yeah, but you-
Well, because if there's even 5 million people flying in the entire world, I don't think it's a big enough market.
I agree. I mean, it's just like the Mavic Pro. People still fly the Mavic Pro. DJI didn't obsolete that for like, what was it, 4 years after it came out? It came out in like 16, like October, November 16, and they supported it until what, just a couple of years ago?
Well, and that's what I'm saying. In aircraft
it's long
parts,
enough
you got to look
for
at
drones.
price too. What's a $10 shell for a drone versus a $2, $3, $4, $10,000 part for an aircraft?
Yeah,
It's
it's a little
worth
different
making.
too. And then the life
Yeah,
cycle of an aircraft is a lot
Yeah.
longer than
Yeah.
a drone.
But
Well,
if
even
your
if that
drone
market's
still
small,
works,
the money's bigger.
I mean, you're not going to throw away a drone that works, right? I mean, I've got the Inspire 1 Pros up there. Why would I throw them away? They work fine.
I don't know. It's technology. It's this
And
drones
it's
are tech.
Texas Instruments making the smart controller board for the batteries. There must be an NDA on that because you can't get battery information. Damn, this guy, he got his Ultra Note 10 for
Let's see that.
$350.
But that comes into play with the whole conversation we had the other night about proprietary and
Yep.
fixing things like the right to fix.
Right to repair,
Yeah, the
yeah.
right to repair. You can't. Companies are making it to where you can't. That's why the mom and pop garages are going to go out of business, because these manufacturers of cars are making proprietary screw heads, proprietary this, that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
sometimes Snap-on and stuff can't provide those tools because they're not allowed to make them because it's a proprietary head. You know what I'm saying?
They tried to
Wow.
do that I had a Ford Explorer where you couldn't change out the mass airflow filter because they had it was like a glue or something harder than epoxy on top of the screw. And when I actually got that off, it was a Torx head. I mean, Torx wasn't that big back then. Now you got them. You got to have a T5 to take apart your computer or something like that.
They've got a whole set of those teeny tiny little computer screwdrivers now.
Yep.
Just like the toughest thing with taking DJI stuff apart is you have to get that little glob of like the anti-tamper epoxy out of the one screw head.
Well, like my uncle runs a garage in California, you know, and he said in the past 3 years that business has dropped by almost 60% because of everybody's taking their cars to the dealer now. They have to. And he's got a whole toolbox full of manufactured tools that he's made himself because he has like all the industrial lathes, like metalworking equipment, all that. So he'll actually make the tools himself if he has to. Like if it's like a proprietary head or something, and then he'll mark it of what car it goes to and put it in a special toolbox.
Whoever
He has a
thought
big
cars.
Snap-on toolbox.
So leasing a car isn't such a bad idea then. You just a couple years and
All the computers in them, you know what you have to pay to replace a computer board?
You know how
Holy
much you have to
Christ.
pay to, you know, those little computers that they use on vehicles, like that mechanics use to diagnose?
Oh, the OBD2 sensors?
Yeah, my uncle's got the computers, and he said that Snap-on charges him like every 6 months. And it's like outrageous amounts just to update the
Can't you
programming
do-
for each car.
can't you do a lot of stuff with just an Elm 327 Bluetooth and like, you know, an app on your phone still for a
There's
shade
only
tree
so
guy?
much you can do. Like, I don't know if you can read the fuel trims or something like that on
Well,
it.
the thing is cars have software updates just like your phones. My car updates about every 6 months. I have a
Jesus.
2016 Chrysler 200, and it does updates. You know, every 6-8 months, I'll get a alert on my radio in my car, and it will say, "Please do the update," and it'll ask you if you want to do it.
We really want to talk about Fiat Chrysler America because as my wife's a Jeep owner and I've never seen a vehicle get so many safety updates as that flippin' Cherokee, man.
It's not even Jeep anymore. It's some foreign company.
It's
Yeah,
Fiat
well,
that
it's
owns it.
Fiat.
It's Fiat?
Fiat.
Yeah.
As I know, Saab went out of business too.
But you're right, those radio updates, they're a pain in the ass because like it
Well, it doesn't work like, hey, you have to do it like 5 times before it finally goes through.
Well, it goes
It'll
through,
keep
but it takes
failing.
What is it
forever.
actually updating?
Like your radio.
Your whole
like,
radio and all the apps and crap on of it. And know-
because every Chrysler, Dodge, and Fiat all have Wi-Fi built into them now, where you can turn your car into a hotspot. Like,
most vehicles
and
have that now, but
Yeah, but
But
they're
the-
like
the
that's one of the
Uconnect-
things that's like standard. with
talking-
Uconnect.
if we're talking Uconnect kind of sucks because like you have to pay to actually you can hear your text, but you have to pay for the service to respond to them.
Oh my God.
Or like to unlock the GPS is what, like $600 or $700 if you get it on a discounted time.
What?
It's like, yeah, it's all just to unlock the GPS to be able to use.
Yeah, well,
the
they're all
GPS
doing
in the
that.
dash.
Chevrolet wanted $500 or $600 to unlock GPS on their head unit.
I use my damn phone.
It's
Yeah,
a
well,
one-time
Google-
payment.
Google Android Auto is pretty awesome, and that's what I use in my Chevy Colorado. But the
It
Jeep, you can't use
Bluetooths
it on
right
the
to
Jeep.
it Bluetooths right to your radio, right?
Well, I have to hard connect with USB-C, but it works fine. But the Uconnect deck, it's fail. Can't
I've
even,
got a
like-
2006 Chevy. I put this thing on
Yeah.
Google Maps, and it's on the seat next to me, and it talks to me.
Well,
Make-
now
In
now with
500 feet,
Android
make
Auto-
a left.
Yeah, but with Android Auto now on most vehicles, Toyota, Chevy, whatever, Hyundai, they all have Android Auto. You plug your phone in with a cable and it shows up on the screen, and you can actually use the touch screen on the radio to control everything. And
Okay.
Google Maps is awesome because it auto updates, like it's
Yeah.
Well,
sweet.
actually, a lot of the cars also have the Apple one too. They'll have
Yeah, they have
what's
Apple
Apple's-
CarPlay, which is the same
Yeah.
thing.
They'll have
Yeah,
both
actually,
of
that
them
was
in there
first.
for whatever phone you have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CarPlay
no-
was actually first. Android
No,
Auto.
no,
Right.
no, no, no. Cadillac came out with that onboard system first. What was that? OnStar was the first one out.
No, yeah, but that was a
No,
vehicle theft thing.
That was
though.
a vehicle thing. Yeah.
That's all it
We're
was?
but we're talking about like apps in the radio and stuff.
A way
like.
to interface, a way to have the head unit on your vehicle, the touchscreen head unit, interface directly with your phone, which is really super cool.
Yeah, like I can start my car, unlock it, and everything with my phone.
Yeah, I can do that with my Chevy.
Sorry,
too.
I'm primitive. I still have to use a key fob.
I have
I
two
have to
key
press the
fobs.
button and the lights go beep beep.
It's pretty cool when you back in the good old days when you could actually like go on
Use a
vacation
key!
and fly places. Well, no, I'm not that far back, but when you can go back and fly places, I used to get to the airport and I'd start my truck up so that it was kind of warmed up, so it wasn't a truxicle when I got back to the airport in
Chuck,
January.
If I lose my key, I can't get in the car.
Yeah, that's what's nice about having the
almost
phone
every
as the
new car.
backup.
I don't know any of those numbers that you're supposed to press in the door. 3251 to get the car to unlock.
Well, you're a Ford owner.
I don't know those numbers.
You drive a
Well,
Ford.
because you have to look in the door hinge of your hatch. Do you have a hatch on your car?
Yeah, the Explorer has them.
Yeah, you got to look at the. Usually they have the number printed on a sticker on the hinges on the hatch of the door.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's how I used to find them when I worked in my dad's garage years ago.
Nice.
When they first came out with that.
They give away the code. That's awesome.
It's
When I
printed
originally got
in
the
like 3 or
Chevy-
4 spots.
When I originally got the Chevy, the key fob died. I didn't replace the battery in time. I had to pay $39 at the dealer. I bought a new key fob. It was worn out, when I bought the car. So I bought a new key fob, and I'm thinking like a dumbass, I could just turn the key and no. It was
No, they have to program
$39
it.
at the dealer.
Yeah,
Shit, they're like
program it.
$600 for probably for Chuck's Jeeps. Probably about $600 for one of those, isn't it?
I don't know. We haven't lost one yet. Knocking on wood.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, because I would have the same key fob as you, just for 2 different cars.
Right.
But yeah, I think they were anywhere between like $300 to $600 to replace one.
I've heard that you can't reprogram them too. They're one and done. You program them once for one vehicle, and that's it. They're burnt and they're done. You can't.
Yeah, it's
kind of a
Is that-
sham.
Is that a fob or what?
The fob,
Yeah.
the fob. The Jeep fob really seems to suck down batteries too, because at least with the push button start vehicles like my
Right.
wife's Cherokee, damn, that thing just eats up those lithium.
but they're
batteries.
easy to replace than those fobs.
Actually,
It's that round
it's
battery.
kinda- wow, we really opened a can of worms here. I think the Jeep fob's a pain in the ass. It's like you got to take this one piece off, this other piece off. Who the frick?
Well, see, mine, I just pulled the little key out that's in there. That little extra key you get, the little spare key.
Yeah, there's just like
I
a
pull
grenade.
that out, and then it just pops apart.
Pops
I
open.
stick
So you have
it
the
in.
one that looks like a hand grenade but small.
Where's the key fob at?
It looks like a hand
Oh, I'll
grenade,
show you.
kind of like
I
a
gotta
little.
take
It's a little dude, like about that.
I got to take a screwdriver and pry mine apart, and then
Yeah.
I put a 2025 battery in there and close it up. That's a lot.
Oh
thicker
no,
than
that's the same.
mine.
Okay, no, that's the same as my wife's Jeep. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you just
but don't you
take
have to
this
pop
out.
it apart and pop it apart again? There's like a seal in there that comes out, and then the cover
No,
comes
no.
off, and all that
you
kind of
just
crap.
take the key ring off, and then you stick this in there like that, and just twist it, and it pops right open.
Huh? It was like
Maybe
3
yours
layers.
is designed just a little bit different. It's just-
No, it's probably the same. I'm a Chevy guy, so anything, no matter how good Jeep or Fiat design something, I'd still criticize it because I'm a Chevy guy. And the
Jim,
Chevy
did
key
you know
fob
that the-
dissolved. Yeah, that
Well,
thing
did you-
that pops
Jim-
off. The key
yeah,
cap.
Jim, did you know
fob.
that the Hellcat actually has 2 different key fobs? It has a black one and a red one. And if you
Oh, the
want to
valet
unlock the
one.
horse, well, yeah, but they have the red one that unlocks so many horsepowers. Like
Oh
you're only
my
at like
God.
300
That's the
horsepower.
valet. That's the valet fob versus the owner fob. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, if you put in the valet code to it, they won't even go over like 60 miles an hour or something. Like
This
it
is
throttles it way down.
This is good.
So you can put it in that mode when
Robert-
you take it to like
Robert has
drop
one.
it off somewhere.
He's got a black and a red key fob.
Yeah, you have to have the red key fob to unlock the full potential of the motor. You have to have that one in the car with you.
Yeah, if
Oh
you want
my
to kill
God.
yourself, you have to.
We didn't kill ourselves in the 60s and 70s with the V8s we had.
I
Yeah,
know.
but you didn't have cars that had 800-900 horsepower neither.
Hey,
If you
we
had
did, we did it just fine
900
with the
horsepower
Mach 1
back then, your
Camaros.
car was
A Mach 1 Camaro with more engine than brakes. Yeah,
it
kinda
was the
dicey.
it was the Ford, actually, the 351 Cleveland in the Mach
Wasn't that-
1.
Wasn't
that's
that
right,
the
yeah, the Mach
original
1.
problem with the Ford F350 or the Ford 350s that they raced? That they didn't have enough brakes. They had too much motor originally.
Nothing had enough
For
brakes in the
NASCAR?
60s. Yeah, they all had more motor than brakes back in the day.
well,
Yeah.
400 horsepower back in the 90s would have been a hell of a lot, for a standard car. But these
But that
days,
was all
400
like gross.
horsepower
Was
ain't
it
really
net
nothing.
instead of
no.
gross? Yeah, it was like that wasn't at the flywheel though. That was at the flywheel, not at the wheels. Isn't that the way they used to rate them? Kind of like hokey.
I don't
Oh,
remember,
Like
but
if
I'm
you had
just saying,
400
like,
horse, it was at the flywheel. It wasn't
but
actually.
think
at
about
the,
it. If you
at
had
the
that
wheels.
400 horsepower Honda back in the 90s, when when everybody was tricking in the late 90s, early 2000s, that was a hell of a motor to have. But most cars come in standard now with 400 horsepower in them.
It's not the Camaro. What the hell? What was the Ford car that originally came out? People were putting roll bars in them and renting them, putting a roll bar in it and racing it at the track.
Oh, the Pinto.
Mach?
I'm
no,
kidding.
that's a
I'm
piece
kidding.
of shit.
I'm
Can
kidding.
opener
It's
car.
a joke. I'm kidding.
But it was the same company. What was that car? Oh my God!
What do you mean?
With the Mach 1,
That was
it
the
wasn't-
Mustang.
the Mustang. Why can't I?
I don't know, but it was the Mustang. That's what you're
I
talking
keep
about.
calling it a Camaro. It's the Mustang.
I
I'm
know you
talking
are, but
about.
it's okay. There was like you had me going for a second, but there was
The 289 Pony was a fun little car. The little
If it
Mustang
helps
with the
any,
drop
Jim,
top.
I'll have a drink for you, buddy.
there you go.
I don't know how you
Thank you,
drink
Mike.
that stuff. That would just burn my belly up.
One sip
Did
at
you
a
ever-
time. That kills COVID, That shit kills COVID.
Kills anything.
Yeah. It's disinfectant.
Devil's Cup, man.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
Robert Glazer said, I always keep the red one, Jim. So you give the black key to your wife and you keep the red key.
There you go. She'll never know the
You
difference.
limit her to about 300 horse.
She wouldn't know, would she?
Probably not.
Well, most
doesn't-
women probably wouldn't
Can you
even
get-
care anyway.
Can you get a manual transmission in a Hellcat, or is that a no-no? Not available.
I don't think it's available from the factory, but I'm sure you could do it if you had the money.
Gee, well, you can do anything if
I
you have
don't-
enough money, I suppose.
I'm not sure though.
You can
I've
go down
never
to
really.
Chevy and actually build your own Chevy Camaro from the ground up. Help them build it. Decide what goes in the motor. Everything.
I saw that Scotty Kilmer say there's about 30,000 parts in a normal car today. If you want to go building your own. Did you two girls have a nice time?
Yes.
Robert Glazer said yes.
Were you two off frolicking again?
Yep. This
Yes.
one was prancing and that one was frolicking.
Frolicking. We did a little bit of to and froing and a couple of sachets chucked in.
A
just for good
sachet?
measure.
A sachet. How very nice.
No wonder Ron came back with a smile. And a fresh drink. He's like, yep. He probably smoked
Well-
a cigarette too.
Matt let down that third button.
Ron will do anything when he's drunk.
Yep. Well, within reason. Hey, boys, only another less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're already
We'll be-
hanging out over there waiting.
Yeah, we'll be prancing through with Who's Your Daddy Cam.
Have
They're
they
already
started-
waiting
Daddy Cam?
for the
Have
party
they
to
started the
start.
build up yet? You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Yeah,
have?
Philip's been going on for like a week already.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Jim, can I plug that show
Yeah, man.
with Ron? A couple of weeks,
Absolutely.
couple of weeks time. We're going to go live on my Friday night show for you lot. For Ron again at Sturgis.
Saturday morning catch up.
Friday night Eastern,
Saturday
guys-
morning catch up Matt's time.
Yeah.
so that's 7 p.m.
8 o'clock.
Ron's time.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
I still remember that
Standard
one
time.
when she walked up and then looked at my phone and she goes, "Who's your daddy? Is
Yeah.
that you?"
You might
So,
want to.
Ron,
No,
do you
you're
pay
damn
for a
right.
full pass down there, or do you just like pay for each little event that you go to down there? Do you pay for a pass for the whole thing, or do you?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
there
can.
it
No, you can get a wrist bracelet. Yeah.
In
So
Hey,
you're paying for the full weekend type thing. Just
in
going with
the
it?
Buffalo chip, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
I
run
have
Just
Matt
curious,
put
'cause
like
there's so many different things you can do down there, and each one's like you got to pay this to get in there and hang out, or this.
Well,
or
what's the name of the one
otherwise you're
that
only
burnt down, Ron?
included to certain
That was the full
areas.
throttle.
The Full Throttle.
Yeah,
that was the one that had the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had you guys in there last year.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, you can have
If you
Matt
pay for
kinda
the
throw a
pass, it's
Steve Irwin type
65,
feel to it.
75. It's like 65,
Bikers in
75
the
bucks to
natural
get into one
habitat.
of those things. Otherwise, I'm going to pay for the full pass. So
I
it
want to
gets expensive.
suggest a name for Ron instead of Who's Your Daddy, and just put on the bottom there. Just put casting couch, right?
Oh, there we
And-
go.
Casting
and you-
couch.
Use that as your name. So if anyone sees that, you might actually get lucky.
Dude, you might be after hours like
Even
Hey,
if
Matt,
you put
did you see
live
Sony
from
with you, brother.
Sturgis,
Take your Sony with you.
Live from Sturgis.
if you put
Casting
live from
couch.
Sturgis on there, those girls are gonna. Oh, I'm live. I'm on TV.
Really? Can I get on a calendar?
Yeah. Let me show you
Right,
what
Mike?
I got.
Work it.
Yeah,
Did you
dude.
see that video of the high schooler that played the Pornhub theme with his drums
No.
in front of the whole
No.
high school, and the whole high school blew up. They all knew what it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
He
They all
did the
do.
theme
They all
song.
do.
I know one thing for damn sure. That number 7 will be back.
I hope
Oh.
so.
The amount of
Oh,
publicity she got out of that one, oh my God.
Yeah. Remember her boyfriend's from Brisbane.
Matt, cue up that. Can you cue up a piece of that?
I,
Or would it take you too long?
it won't take me long at
Probably
all.
got it on tap, ready to rip.
He's got it clipped.
I was gonna say he's got it right there, like a thumbnail on his desktop, ready to go.
So
It's
it's,
number seven, you say?
if you don't remember,
Yeah.
Ron went through
Said I'll queue up any
Sturgis.
piece of that.
with 3x5 cards. He had stuff written on them already, all pre-planned, and then went walking around with his cell phone, and he caught the Gate Girl is my absolute favorite. You guys can go nuts over all number 7, but the Gate Girl won my heart. Won my
Yeah,
heart.
get back to that one, man.
Girl.
She was.
Yeah. That's the one where Adrian was screaming, "Get back there!" Then he's calling me on the
Go
phone.
back, go back.
He was. Yeah. Put him on full screen. Put him on full screen. You idiot.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go. Just for now, we'll go with the Gate Girl, just to give you an idea of the
A
Gate
taste.
Girl. I mean,
Oh,
We
you're going to
showed
start off with the best stuff and go back to old number 7. Okay.
Now,
Yeah,
Ron called himself "Who's Your Daddy," so that was his name.
Yeah.
that's there. And
This
then
is
we go
the
to
Gate.
Pat, right? Who's your daddy? He was
Hello.
Not much
Hello.
fabric there, huh?
She's got
No.
my heart right there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
whatever you want me to be.
Yep.
she's got my $20 bill.
You gotta
right
show
there.
number 7.
I totally went into Fifth Element mode.
I like the way
You know
she's.
what I mean?
That's a very green bikini. Not much fabric. Small carbon
Mm.
footprint.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jim,
carbon.
Jim, we can see that little hand cursor tonight.
Can you?
Look at that. Look at her.
Just grab right onto that picture.
Who's your daddy?
Yep.
And here we go with our number 7. Hello.
Now, Ron was the first one to have this, and the next 2 days later, I'm seeing it all over YouTube as this is the thumbnail. This girl.
Hold up as you
The girl next door.
Mm.
She has a girl next door smile, doesn't she?
She
Oh,
could be
Excuse
ugly as
me, I'm
hell.
heading next door.
That's all
Dude,
painted on.
I know it is. It's fantastic, but I'm just saying her smile is like the girl next door.
She's probably at Daytona Bike Week and Myrtle
Look at her
Beach
strutting.
Bike Week and Sturgis.
Dude, she modeled it.
The bike weeks, dude.
He did.
She modeled it for Ron.
That's fantastic.
Never want to be a bottle of Jack Daniels. So
Way to go. Way to go, Ron.
Ron's having flashbacks.
Yeah, yeah.
He's over there just, oh yeah, it was such a night.
Hi, Ron.
Now, did that paint go all the way down? Or
Well
Didn't
done.
go all the way around.
She sashayed for him.
Sashayed for him.
That's what we're calling it, huh?
Sashayed her top
Yes,
out.
she's shaved. So that's just a little bit of a taste of what can come in the next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
I try to help keep your live streams
That's
interesting.
right. Well,
You do a good job, Ron.
back again
You
next
can
year.
just bet your butt she's going to be.
Sex sells.
You think she'll still be number 7 or
Yeah,
number
maybe she'll do Jim
69.
Beam this year and get me all excited.
Next time she'll be 69.
Might be,
she was damn proud of that painting, Mike.
And this is the only reason you get nice view
She
comments.
wore it
with
with good honor, though.
But you know what I didn't see, Ron, is those pasties.
No, that's straight
That's all
up paint.
paint.
So when they
Yeah.
paint it, they're real close. I watched those shows on TV where they were doing like the body painting and whatnot,
Right.
and like the crotch area and whatnot. It's almost like lambskin or moleskin, you know, that you would put for your feet or whatever.
They glue it
Real
on.
thin type. It's almost like that they stick in those areas to cover it, so it's thick, but it gives it that skin tone and kind of lays down the same way.
Cover the coochie.
You just don't.
And they just cover those areas.
I'll
You just
peel it
don't
off
pee.
like a Christmas
Button
present.
them up.
They just cover the
Button that shit up.
just enough.
Yeah, Jim, I'll have to go out to the Staples and get my 3x5 index cards.
I want to be the guy who
They were
Ron wants
so
to be the
tough.
body
They were
painter.
great
Oh, Mike, you want to be the prep guy for that job?
Yeah,
You
can I
were
be
on
the guy
time
that
with
has
that,
to do
Ron.
all the trim work and everything. to
Yeah,
make
the
sure
trim work.
stay
Yeah,
on?
trim
Yeah,
work.
that's it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, I
gonna have
hear
to
you.
go into a private stream to show Ron's video.
Yeah, I think it's going to get demonetized, but so worth it.
But I think there's a stupid law that says, I know there is in Daytona, you have to hide the nipple.
Oh,
That's
really?
why, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. You know, everything's changed since the 80s and 90s. If the girls always used to have the cards, you know, show your
So
knockers.
you're,
And the girls used to always show them. Now, there's so many cops that they've got the ticket written. They're just waiting for your name to put on it. And they hand it to you.
Here's the one from
like a whole book each cop. You know what I mean?
Jim. I never showed you this
Oh,
one.
listen, Marcel. Marcel had a good comment. Check that. Yeah, there you go.
I'd rather fit it for lambskin. Yeah, right.
Way to go, Marcel, man. Right on the money, brother.
Pull it up, Ron.
This is from the year before. You'll enjoy this one. All right.
Oh, you broke the internet
It's infinity.
and beyond.
To infinity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is where that chick with the pole, she was stunning.
Oh, there's the pasties.
It's funny.
You know, if they're running around painted like that, I'm staring at you.
Oh, they know what they're doing, Jim.
Yeah, exactly, brother. You're doing that on purpose. I'm zooming in. Now, if your boyfriend doesn't like it, why did he let you go out like that? Oh, yeah, I remember this.
I'm waiting for the video of Ron crashing when he turns that helmet cam.
Ron, go
Take out
back
a whole
about
crowd.
2 seconds.
Hold on.
Get a refill?
In front of those girls. Didn't you say that she was wearing something?
No.
Well, you like that? Yeah.
Yeah, birthday
Yeah,
suit.
right there.
Yeah, you gotta pick up the back box.
So she was flat out naked?
Yep.
Now look at all the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing but a smile.
We're all perverts.
There's the full throttle now, Jim. That's the new one.
I know. Can you go back? Speaking of pervert.
Ooh. Where? Oh, back.
That is a cool shot, by the way. That's just a cool shot.
So we're all perverts. Yeah. Can you go back?
Still a
I
cool
remember-
shot.
I
Very cool
remember
shot.
Waiting online to get out of the buffalo chip. It was the longest part of it. Trying to get out of there. That's a good-looking girl from here.
Uh-huh.
You set your limit at $3 a girl.
Oh,
That is not a good-looking
That
girl.
was
That
his
one's-
birthday,
Didn't make the
supposedly.
stage.
Is that you, Ron, in the chair?
No,
Check this chick out. Oh my god.
Those other ones you can get for $20 after the show.
And she's flexible.
Very talented.
oh,
Man,
very.
you need to hire yourself a cameraman so you can be in those shots. Shit, I'll come run the camera.
See, those helicopter rides we were talking about.
Yeah.
Now, they're not going to sit there and have a TFR for that.
No, that's Ron coming in like a boss. Right in,
That's you flying in, Ron.
yeah, just landing in the middle.
24 hours in the lovely city of San Francisco. And we've just arrived on board. We're going to
Sorry.
Just arrived on board.
That's
Let's
right.
go to
That's
the
right.
window. Your
Absolutely.
face mask on.
100% correct.
Hey, if they're going to
Was that
sit
one of
there,
those naughty ones, oh Matt? Was that like the dirty, waitresses and shit? This is how you put on the mask.
oh, we got a bar here that the seats are toilet seats. They're toilet bowls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't have to get up.
Matt, you want to do a last minute plane ticket to Sturgis this year?
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? I was
Oh,
really shit me, mate. I was ready to rock and roll last year.
I know.
I have to say,
this.
Jim, I'm proud of you and Matt. You guys both made it over your hour mark before it went straight to porn. So
Nice.
in the last 2 rounds. So
More than 80% of the world loves boobs. There's only 20% women here? No, there are some gays too, yeah.
We'll say 95% then.
I'm a dedicated lesbian.
Yeah,
Right?
practicing for years.
I put the L in LGBTQ
I
plus
moved out
T.
to the country
Nice.
to eat lots of peaches, brother.
Peaches.
Those studs all tongue and groove.
Well, speaking of which, mate, where's Plus tonight? He's not here.
No, he never showed up, Adrian.
Adrian's never been here.
Well, the little shit was texting me earlier.
He texts me too.
He's probably wearing his cowboy hat thinking about you.
He texts me, calls me, and everything, and says, "Don't forget, my show's on tonight," and all that.
Yeah.
Matt has to do the same thing because I
Send
forget.
out that email like 2 hours before the show to make sure everybody's ready.
Well, when I started StreamYard, don't get caught on this, Matt. When I started StreamYard up tonight, I think I hit the wrong one because now it doesn't come up with just press your YouTube emblem. It's got, do you want to stream a previous stream?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
It's got two different things there.
Is
You
that
got to
why I
make
got 2 emails tonight?
Yes.
He wanted to make sure it didn't fuck up. He's like, we better try this again and see what's up.
I called Ron and I said, "Am I on? Is this thing working?" I think I started a stream of whatever the hell selection it let me have. I picked the wrong one. Oh my god!
Yes.
And
that's right.
it's still beautiful 720p.
Boy,
Gotta pay for 1080, man.
what are you doing over
It's
there?
lucky. It's lucky you got that Brio, brother.
I'm still trying to figure out how the hell
Yeah.
Dennis Lovelady streamed 1080p 60
Yeah.
last
You pay
night.
for it on StreamYard. You can just pay for it to upgrade.
yeah, but you got to have really good internet
He
because
was
as soon
using
as you
his-
pop it into 1080, it starts buffering real bad. A lot of people.
Oh,
have
really?
issues
Because
with
we're using it on 2K drones. We're using the 1080 feed.
His
Seems
first
okay.
one started buffering bad, and then when he came on the second time, it was rock solid. It was just the location, Ron said,
Yeah.
for the signal. That's why I was asking when we first started, what is the gigabyte rate or whatever? Because
the
I
bit
never
rate?
had a good
Yeah.
stream from the phone.
Yeah. Well, your phone also depends on if you're not on Wi-Fi and you're using like LTE or something. It depends on that too. I mean, if it's busy. Got a
Well, you
lot of
know
people
what? I don't really
sucking
think
the
it-
bandwidth.
I don't really think it matters on a live stream. I mean, I've watched these live streams we do on the 4K TV. I mean, it's not 4K, you know, it's not 4K, but it doesn't matter. You know,
Yeah, you get
it
the
really
1080.
doesn't matter.
720 is actually respectable.
like that?
As long as my speakers are working, we can hear the bullshit that's going on. That's all I care about.
Like Mike.
Well, unless you're going to show, you know, chicks in body paint, then you want the high res feed.
You want to be able to zoom in, don't you?
Look at Mike.
Yeah.
He's pickled. He's pickled.
No, I'm over here petting my dog, dude. Talking to my dog.
Oh, is that what you named it? Your dog? Is that what
No.
it is?
Come here. Dude's been living with the cone for like 2
Oh
months.
my
Cone
God.
of shame. Oh, that's
Dude,
sad.
The cone of
there.
I'm
shame.
over here loving on my dog, man.
Everything has a cone in his house, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. There seems to be an ongoing theme there at NightTrain.
They all like Jim Beam too.
Just
You
pour it
need
down
a
the cone.
cone.
Dog can do funnels now, just like pour it in.
Well, I thought Mike was
No, I
having a
just over
stroke.
talking to the dog, man.
He's off the side of his chair going, oh,
We'd have to
I
call-
saw the settings on this
We'd have to call
microphone.
a
You'd be
bar
like,
in
"What the
Michigan across from Mike's house to get him any help.
Poor dog.
well, that'll only take
Setting on that.
30 seconds to get to his place.
The button to the right is the volume. Okay,
The volume?
the volume setting is like on
Volume
0,
setting.
people.
Valium.
Volume.
Volume setting.
It's all the way down, and you guys complain about my mic. I don't know.
So I can't hear you, mate. What?
Does that actually work? That volume button on here?
It's a prop.
You want me to
It's
try
a
it?
prop.
Yeah.
You
See
want
if
me
it,
to try it?
It's a problem.
see if it raises your volume.
I'm gonna turn it all the way up. What did it do for me?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Well, I
That's
guess
right.
it doesn't do shit then.
I think
you're
that's when
stuck
you
on
plug your
10.
headphones in the back and the bottom of the mic.
Right.
Yeah, he's
So
on
for
10
the
all the
headphone
time.
jack volume, you think?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Turn
a mixed
it up,
volume.
man.
For the ones on the backside now?
I've got a setting. Mine
we
goes
got
from
a-
front
we
to
got
back,
another
and then an
volume.
equal. Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
This is the other
What-
volume
what-
setting. So
It's
I mean,
never
is
going to
that-
stop, man.
is
Just
that
go ahead.
your thing? I changed that one all the way up on the front. Now it's all the way down on the front.
Yeah, I'll lift mine up. It'll shut the mic off. It's got that stupid.
Oh, it auto mutes. Mine didn't
Yeah.
auto mute.
On and off button. Yeah.
You got the same one as me, the blackout, dude. Why didn't mine auto mute?
We all want to know that.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that. I move it all around on the microphone stand, and it
You got the
doesn't
same one, right, Chuck?
I don't have the Amazon
Yeti
Basics
blackout.
mic.
Oh, this is the Yeti.
Yeah, the Yeti blackout.
This is the rip. The Amazon Basics is a rip off of the Yeti. It's similar but different.
It sounds
running
fine.
They're all
preamp?
pretty much the
Oh,
same.
yeah, it was. I think it's probably made in the same straw hut.
You just didn't pay for the name.
You're running it through a preamp, yeah.
Chuck, are you running it through a preamp?
No, it's just USB. It just drops
Oh,
into
it's a
the
USB,
computer.
is it? Right.
Yeah, I'm using the Blue Yeti boom though. That works pretty nice. But
Well, that's why it sounds good. You got a Blue Yeti boom on it.
oh,
Makes all the difference.
yeah, right. No, it just worked really well for this space. The Blue Yeti boom worked really
Bob
well.
Casey's got it pegged.
I had talked about it before. I have some guitars and amps and stuff, and so
Oh,
nice.
Whatnot.
soon we'll be able to control all my audio a little bit better, folks. Okay?
Holy crap, man!
Yeah, we're gonna hook up a complete mixing board to this thing.
Rock and
What do you got
roll.
there? 16-channel stereo, is it?
I
And
don't
it's
know.
not
It's gonna
only-
be like
it's
in
not only,
quadraphonic and like.
It's not only this and that. It's whatnot as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's only like an 8-channel or something like that. But
Only
yeah, it's-
this is just voice. How does it matter?
yeah.
Don't even need it in stereo.
No, it's just us yapping. Just want it to be
We-
clean and intelligible.
The mic's like
So if I
an
take
arm
off,
length away from me, the microphone is.
adjust other people's
So-
mics as host, take off auto, and you can raise it up or down.
Can you
lower
bump us?
Oh, there
You
you
can
go.
bump us all up and down individually.
Yeah,
That's what I have to
It
do with
sounds
my
like you just
iPad.
need to learn how to run your shit.
yeah, you do, don't you?
Yep.
You can run your shit.
That-
Oh, Mike, that's funny, man.
He didn't read the manual like he did on Da Vinci.
Oh hell, none of
Oh,
us
hell
guys
no.
read. We're all guys. We don't read manuals. That's nobody
After
reads
Da Vinci,
manuals.
Tim
Come
was
on.
giving up
Are you
all
suggesting that
manuals.
only girls read manuals?
I read the manual, but not for StreamYard. That'll be the last damn thing I ever read a manual on.
I'm one. When all else fails, read the manual.
Right. Well, I did that with the yard blower, and oh my god, it turns out it's not only a blower, because I bought it to dry off the motorcycle when I wash it. And so the kids were using it today to dry off the car as they washed my car. And so it comes with this bag that you put on your shoulder. It also sucks up, and it's got this long ass tube. So I'm sucking up shit, and I'm hearing the rocks coming in. Well, it doesn't have any filter over the propeller blade, so it's chopping up the plastic propeller.
Everything.
You want to
See
do what
that?
Chris Wedgeworth does? Well, after he's washed his bike, he jumps on it and he goes for a ride.
Yeah, but you got to do at least 50, 60 in order to get
Mate.
that thing dry.
Oh,
doing
you have
great.
you have the it doesn't work that way. You have the boundary layer with fluid mechanics. The velocity is 0 at the surface. That's why dust never blows off your vehicle. It just sets there. That's freaking physics, brother.
Not when you use the carnauba wax.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Care what
Yeah, the
you
water
use.
beads
Wax
off it.
is a little different.
Yeah, I
water
always
just
do that.
feeds off it.
And when the
Water's
wind hits
different.
it, it all just flies off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
water's
it's dry
different.
gas.
Dust
Stuff
is
they
another
use
thing.
on
Dust.
surfboards, you know what I mean?
Clearly, you've never owned a black vehicle. Then
Yes, I
No,
have.
no. Not
shocking.
Florida. Are you kidding?
I'll never get a black car again. I had a,
you know
I had a
they're
black-
they're loads of fun, aren't they, Matt?
oh my god, it looks beautiful. And
really
within
do.
half an hour, you
Seconds.
go outside and it looks like shit.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I made the mistake. I had a vehicle that was black metallic. It looked dusty all the time.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
That was
That you see those guys with the. It's even called the California Duster.
Yeah, I have one of those in my Corvette. They actually work really well. That works really well.
If you have to constantly do that, because you're seeing the dust on a black vehicle, right? I'm assuming.
Well, actually, any vehicle that you really care about, you're going to see dust on it. It doesn't matter what color it is. If
The
you're anal
pollen-
about your car, you're going
I
to
the
see.
see
the
just
pine
as
pollen
much
down
stuff
here
on
would
the
drive you insane. It's got a green color to it.
Yeah, we get that in the spring. We get like
Oh.
a yellow green, like chartreuse
You
almost.
get that
Yep.
yellow haze
Yeah.
and everything up here.
It
Yeah.
would drive you nuts.
Yeah, and then when it gets rained on, it like glues to the finish. It's pretty sexy.
Oh, that's those damn love bugs down here. If you've
Oh
ever
yeah,
seen
you guys
them.
get those. They're nasty. They eat into the finish. They're
So
nasty.
you're supposed to
Yeah.
like use like silk wrap tape or like pinstriping tape, and
Oh, I like that.
get the loops from all that meltdown off the pollen. So that you can
Eastbound and
get
down.
I love
loaded
that
up
car.
and trucking.
The fire
the
chicken,
bandit,
That
Yeah,
was
fire
the
chicken.
the bandit.
Great car.
It doesn't have the hood logo though. It doesn't have the fire chicken on the hood.
Flaming
That's
chicken.
why I bought it, because it didn't have it.
That's big money to get that decal. It's big ass money if you can even find one.
You know, the
Mm.
biggest problem they had on those things was the
It's not the T-top. though,
roof
either.
T-top always leaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's
so much
not even
flexure.
the T-top version. That's the hard top version right there.
Target top on my
That's not
C5
even
Corvette
the
doesn't
T-top,
leak.
so
That's
not
a
even
beautiful
the-
car.
That was
Man.
lovely. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Hey,
That
Jim.
was right-hand drive too.
Yeah.
Past
well-
tense, you got rid of it?
Yeah.
Bob
Tell me the
wanted me to
sad
show-
story. Why? I got rid of really cool car because
Pop it up,
insert
Ron.
that story here.
You guys have already seen this, so probably most of you.
But Bob hasn't, so we'll just
Hey,
pop
man.
it in.
I'm just curious.
I'm going to
Would
save.
it be worth it?
I don't
when
want
you sold
to
the
share
car?
any of the other footage until I get that second video done.
It's
Oh,
usually
it
a
broke.
woman that
We're
makes us sell
to
our
infinity
car.
and beyond again.
Some reason the woman got in there.
Pretty.
We're either selling off
Pretty.
to pay her off, or she took it, or was it worth it in the end? That's all I want to know.
It's going across Idaho. There's along the coast.
Nice.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, that 360 video.
Yeah, that's cool.
I see a lot of motorcyclists.
Should I turn the music off?
360.
I don't know. Is it bad to play?
Well, it's
It's-
copyrighted music,
It's copyrighted.
Yeah, don't play it
Yeah,
then.
just
Okay.
mute it. Yeah. This is when I rang Ron on Messenger because I see where his phone is now.
Look at that.
And,
I'm here all the time, Ron.
He's hooking along down the motorway there, bloody having a chat to me. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
talking to you?
Yeah. That was
Cool.
just before Snake River
Snake
Canyon.
River Canyon.
Mm.
I was on top of Beartooth Pass up here. We're about 12,000 feet.
Oz Beach Andy, how are you, mate?
Oh, bridge porn.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Bridge porn killed the internet.
What happened there?
Oh, bridge
Too much.
porn's back. Good stuff.
Too much
YouTube's
detail.
still trying to find the live stream from
Going up over Beartooth Pass, and they're coming up Mount Rainier in Washington.
That's pretty. I've been up near. Wow, Paradise Point or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Pretty.
It seems they use the same tar everywhere in America
Yeah.
Yeah,
to fill
pretty
a
much.
crack.
I was coming into southern part of Oregon. I was in Wyoming.
How do you find those grooves on the road,
They
Ron?
need to put some grip in that tar when they put it down. Give it some like rock formation.
He hits every one, though, doesn't he?
Yep.
So some grip on them tar strips.
I was in the rainforest in the Olympic Peninsula.
That's pretty cool right
Now,
there.
what's that windshield doing for you? Is that getting that wind drift over your head?
Oh, right over my head. That's why I said
So
I
on a
think
hot
we're
day,
gonna
it
get down.
sucks, right?
Yeah.
So you want a medium wind chill, not a full wind chill.
Yeah, that's the
So
clock
you
works.
kind of get a little bit of both.
Yeah, the full ones are too much.
Yeah, the thing works great. It right along
The
the
Bluetooth
coast
does.
is pretty cool. There's the Columbia
Coastline
River.
is awesome.
That Bluetooth works really well in that helmet.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't have. That I need cup holder or something, man.
He's got a cup holder.
Yep.
I said.
Oh.
I got no cup holder. I got like a mount for my phone and a mount for the GoPro.
How's
I
that
just put
feel
some
rolling a bridge
saddlebags
on the
on
metal
this
great bridge
weekend.
deck?
It gets you hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like, look, Ron's got a stiffy.
Nice.
That's Hurricane Ridge.
Is that what they go?
That's your porno shot, you laying down there like that.
Yeah, by Victoria's
It's a no,
Secret.
it's a no drone zone right there. Any national park.
Flying J!
It looks like the boys just had him.
Yeah.
the best of
Where's the
Sturgis.
break? Where's the break?
Lock them up.
Yeah.
Come to a stop.
Anyway. All
Beautiful
right.
stuff. Right?
Cool
How
stuff.
much are those helmets, Ron? You got to buy a set of two, obviously.
You can
What
get
do
you?
some
Like
convertible helmets.
$275?
But
Well, that's not too bad.
not the
No.
right ones.
Somebody's saying Mike's pretty quiet compared to the rest of us.
Oh, I don't know how that happened since I was told how to adjust that. Now, Justin wants to show this here. Let's see this. I'm assuming.
We could probably fix
It's-
that though, Mike speak. I'm just saying.
Let me see. Now, what is this?
Ooh.
Oh, that's all the pollen. Holy shit.
Wow. Yeah, the chartreuse
crap.
cloud. Look at that. Crazy.
Wow.
Wow, that's
I-
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That is super cool.
But that's the stuff that's on you find on your car. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Look at it all stuck in those pine needles. That's crazy.
Wow.
Wow. That's imagine even having a higher frame rate to film that and slow it right down. It looks like it just spills across the road. That's cool.
It does. It looks like a wave, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it right. That's a hell of a lot of pollen from one tree.
Probably a few weeks worth all just clinging to the pine needles. That's awesome.
Jesus.
Oh, that's cool. It just spills on the roadway.
Oh man, that's 38%, Matt. If you wanted to know.
Lovely. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, thank you very much.
For the
Let's
whole
see.
family.
Here's what I wanted to talk to Ron about. If there's a company that will drive you insane, it is Insta360.
Go to. Yeah, it's a cool little device. I wish that was 4K. I'd have one.
Okay, now all I wanted to do was find out which one gives you the double view. What they got? There's a 4K, there's a 1-inch, there's a twin edition, which one does the 360, Ron?
It's the one with the two bug eyes,
R.
is it? Is it? That's the Insta360 one. Isn't that the one with the two cameras?
The one R.
Either side.
It's the 1R?
Yeah.
Oh, right up there. It's right up. Go up, pan up a little. Right there.
Wait a
That
minute.
one. Isn't that the one? The 1X2? Isn't that the one with two
The
cameras?
X2 is the one I have. But the R does 360 as well, I believe, doesn't it? Or no?
It looks like it just has. Oh, wait, does it?
No,
Yeah.
you have to buy the dual lens kit
That's right.
modification. This is what was driving me insane. And then apparently you stick two of them together to make it 360.
Oh.
But they don't tell you that. You could search through this till you're dead. Because
I got confused looking at the Go 2. I was looking at the 360 Insta360 Go or X2 or whatever. I'm like, or Go 2, and I thought it was 4K, and it's not. It's only like 2.7K because their
That's that
information is
little
kind
tiny
of
one.
weak.
Which one do you have, Ron?
I have the X2.
The 1X2 looks really nice. Yeah, that's like a really nice device.
I thought you were using the square one.
Mm-mm.
That has the selfie stick that becomes invisible, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's an option that you can buy on the other one too, that 1R. But they confuse you to death when you get to the what makes the 1-inch better than the 4K? Because there's a 4K edition.
Right. Yeah, it's that two camera system. Yeah, it's
Look how modular that thing is. That is cool.
Yeah. But that's what was tripping me out. So you have to buy the dual lens mod, which the pricing gets like insane, like $600.
Yeah.
Let's go to the store. Let's say we're buying one.
So how do you work with the 360 video? I've never edited 360 video. How do you you
it comes
choose a-
with an app. You edit, how you want to manipulate there's some minor color changes and stuff you can do, but for
you
the
have to
most
pick-
part,
do you have to pick your view, Ron, or can
yeah.
you? Okay.
Chuck, look at these options. Okay, so what does the
Barely.
1-inch do that the 4K doesn't do? And does the 1-inch and does the 4K, do they do 360? They don't tell you? Here, just hit the 1-inch.
They're gonna make you buy them all.
Yeah,
buy
that's what
every
I'm
single-
saying.
Yeah, then you're up to like $1 gazillion to get all those little lenses. You got to carry all that shit around with you too, and pick which one you're going to use.
That's worse than a standard GoPro accessories wise, isn't it?
Yes.
I guess
God.
I'm kind of cool with just an Osmo Action and with a magnetic mount. I stick it on the
Oh
roof of
my
my truck and point it where I
God.
want to point, and I call it a day.
So
But yeah, it's
apparently,
pretty cool and versatile.
this is like one side of a dual lens. So this is the 4K. So that is not 360. You actually have to get the dual lens option. Where is that? In order
They have
for
the
it to be
smaller-
360.
It had the smaller sensors front and back, right?
Mhm.
This is the 360 edition with the battery kit. So it's $428. Standalone, I don't even know what that would be, but that would be out of stock. And then the
Battery kit.
aerial edition is just insane. The way you have to strap this onto the aircraft is nuts.
Would the aerial edition be something you'd use with like a mount to put on your vehicle, or would you just use a regular GoPro mount?
No, it goes on the Mavic 2 Pro, but the cameras, it actually interferes with the GPS because it's strapping on top and bottom, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to its actual.
Dennis had
Yeah.
some, my God, that thing was only, gosh, an inch square, but I forget where he said he bought it, but it was an adapter for the Mavic 2 Pro that went on the bottom and had the 1/4 20 thread on it. It was really small, and I don't think it will
Doesn't block the sensors.
block the sensors. And it had the 1/4 20 thread on there, and but he bought it so if he wants to hook the 360 up there, he was just a little nervous. He's like, "Well, Ron, it's a lot of camera and I get it, to hang underneath a drone," and he just bought it. So,
And he actually lost one of the original 1Xs. He had it on the pole coming down from the bottom of the Mavic Pro,
Yeah.
and it broke. He lost it. One of them.
Bummer.
But it says right here, Mavic 2 Pro, but I'm not seeing what you got to see the pictures of how they actually strap the damn thing on. I'm trying to zoom through to find it. And see it always, like Ron showed us with his videos, it gets rid of the stick in your hand.
But it doesn't get rid of the shadow or anything. It's still there.
yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, I would think you have to be tricky as a creator. Be careful not to have
Oh
it
my
wrong.
God, they're not even
Light.
showing you how it snaps onto the drone. What do you got to do to get to that part?
Oh, good luck. Godspeed.
There. Holy Christ. There it is. Let me make this bigger. It looks like a weird contraption. Where the hell did it go? All I did was make it bigger. I'm sorry.
That's what she said.
I don't think she'd ever disapprove of it getting bigger.
Well, you said she apologized. So maybe she had a headache.
You're crazy. Oh my God. I'm so done with this. But they drive you insane. All I wanted to know is if you get the 1R2 or the 1R, is it 360? The answer is no. You actually have to get the 360 edition.
I'm just waiting for the Go 3 that hopefully will be 4K. That's what I'm waiting on. The form factor is awesome with that little gizmo.
What is the Go 3?
The Go 2 is the little teeny tiny one, but it's only 2.7. I shouldn't say only 2.7K. That's enough, but kind of persnickety. I think that would be really cool when it goes 4K to be that size.
I don't understand what all this stuff is. You got one camera. So, because you got a camera on the left and a camera on the right, it looks like just a lens up top and the bottom, doesn't it?
What is that on top?
I don't know, man.
And there's something on the bottom too.
Yeah, they look like.
Are those cameras?
I'm going to try and make this large again.
That's what she said.
Yeah, make her day.
At least I know you can still hear me.
But it does not
Barely.
look like.
You can just hear. Speak up, Mike.
Oh, Chuck, I'm going to kill you.
No, you are.
Jim wants to go play with audio, so we're gonna fix that shit.
Jimmy's gonna bust out his soundboard and fix the problem.
Fuck around. We're turning this over to quadraphonic.
Oh, great! Now we're gonna have you in surround sound. That's awesome.
So honestly,
trains around.
Can you hear this?
You're on 150% right now, Mike. Volume. It does not look to me like that's a camera up top or on bottom, but it must somehow connect to the cameras on the left and right.
I just don't know what those are for either, Jim. I'm not sure what the hell that stuff's for.
I don't get it. And it's saying the 1-inch edition. If you see that up on the top left. Of course, you can't see my cursor. Oh, my God.
That's why they were having so much trouble with it blocking the sensor and stuff on it. All that crap on there.
Yeah, you can tell if you know.
I think what that is, all that extra stuff is that they're almost like shock absorbers to help with the stabilization.
Oh, top and bottom. They have like a damper.
Yep.
Well, how's it getting to 360 then from just in left and right cameras?
You only need 2 cameras up and down with their fisheyes to get the 360.
You get the 180 on each side.
Right. Yeah, because I had one for I used to have a Motorola Z phone that I had the 360 camera, and all it was a pair of fisheyes front and back.
I've been seeing everybody using that 360R, that skinny, tall one.
That's
what
the
everybody's using for
that's the
motovlogs and
X1X2.
stuff. They can put it on the stick and get all kinds of angles while they're motovlogging.
That's pretty cool. That's my favorite Insta 360
You get a lot
cameras.
of good views from that.
Yeah.
So if you wanted the 360, you have to get these 2 dual cameras set up that go onto the battery pack.
Around that one.
It's a whole lot of stuff you got to carry around and not lose.
That's what I thought what Ron had, because Ron said the one
dude,
that he had flew off his bike.
Oh,
I just had to buy another freaking microphone adapter for my original pocket. This stupid thing.
Adaptions right there.
Here's
So many. And
I left it on a table at a bar.
Case or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Here's what's left of the. Thank God for this metal frame.
Why?
Matter of fact, there's where it took the big hit on that scratch right there. That's what hit the highway.
The bolt broke, Chuck.
The GoPro mount or the aluminum screw that
I thought they were lenses built. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I've had
no reason.
I've had GoPro mounts fail, but they were plastic. Like my
this was metal
type shit.
Yeah, I know, but even that, it's suspect. It sucks, but
it had to be aluminum because
aluminum.
It's made to mount. It's made to mount right on his bike handrail.
Was that Chuck?
From GoPro.
What'd you call it, Chuck?
Aluminium.
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 That's the Australian.
He does.
It's all good. I'm just kidding around. But yeah, I kind of like the plastic GoPro mount stuff better. I think it has a little bit of, it's not quite so, it's more flexible. You can tighten down the fasteners and things don't move around. You don't need the wrench.
This is Mike at 200% with
We're
echo
echoing.
cancellation taken off.
We're echoing.
So now I'll put the echo cancellation
Hello,
back on.
hello.
No, I had NightTrain's mic off.
I am a little closer, but
You're up at 200%. Because Chuck was complaining we couldn't hear you talking over
I
Matt.
wasn't
let me mute
complaining.
for a sec.
I was just making a statement. I wasn't upset about it.
Oh, okay.
Aw, you guys get a room.
What's he doing now? Oh,
I'm kidding. She's gonna kick
Hey,
my
you
ass.
guys, I'm going to nick off.
he got a room. Yeah, we're gonna call it.
Yeah, I gotta drop too. I really gotta get some sleepy tonight because I cheated myself last night editing.
You're cheating on yourself?
Yeah, it was
Does
on
he know?
sleep. Yeah, he knows.
Oh, sorry.
My left hand cheated on my right hand. Yeah,
Yeah, he
That's why
knows.
they call
this one
it
cheated on this one.
Because there's a train when everybody.
You want to distract that other one with a TV remote or something?
Got a love triangle going on. Yeah, it's got a hand at the frickin' the Da Vinci Resolve wheel, and that'll keep one under
Put a
control.
beer in it.
That'll get the other one. Yeah, beer in one, Da Vinci wheel in the other, and we're good. We're safe.
Yeah, man.
All
Kinda
right.
what's going on.
2 days
Thanks,
of
fella.
editing, you come out
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. We talked about nothing for 2 hours.
Well, stuff.
It was wonderful.
Thanks,
Flight
Jim.
control.
No, it was. It was great not to talk about drone regulations for once.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that crap. Just flying cowboy mode.
38%, Jim. Beautiful. All right, no worries.
Right.
I'll catch you later, eh?
See you, Matt.
Yeah, mate.
Night, Matt.
Thanks.
Chris is dropping too.